to kick it with a little bit of a live stream. Going to sit here, me, Todd, drink some beers, catch up on some stuff, trying to get back into the recovery phase of the injury. So if you guys want to hang out, have some beers with it, that's cool. If you want to look at maybe jumping in, let me know. We'll see if we can get you in here as well. But just hanging out on the Saturday night and kicking back. And Todd, what are you drinking?
I am getting ready to crack up. So I found this. You'll probably laugh because it's probably from last year, but this is the Heavy Seas and Cigar City collaboration. It's an IPL, the partnerships collaboration.
Oh yeah.
So I don't see a date on it, but I 100% know it's from last year. So it's got some age on it, which isn't really probably what it's supposed to do. But
I forgot, what's the ABV on that one? It's like around
it's
8 or something.
Just shy, yeah, 7.8.
Yeah, I remember having that last year as well.
Yeah, I thought I remember seeing your video, or maybe you talked about it. I can't remember which.
I'm actually drinking a hazy little thing. The last one I had of those in the fridge as well.
Well, the bottle still smells pretty decent. Yeah, we'll see.
Well, you got two good breweries there that make some pretty good beer, so.
I'm not usually one that kind of frowns upon dates too much, although, you do lose some, but I'm not one that's like, oh, it's a day after the date, got to drain for it, like some people are, but.
You get 1 6-year-old Brooklyn, it'll piss you off.
Well, that's a different story.
Sorry,
Eric.
Sorry, Eric had to say it.
If you're pouring chunks in a beer that shouldn't have chunks, you probably got a problem.
Right.
I just poured it in a regular pint glass. It actually still looks pretty good. Got a nice little head on it, and still got some carbonation. So with an IPL, I think it'd probably be okay. I don't think you're going to lose a ton out of it. I don't think.
No, I think you're still in good shape there. And cheers to Mary, who's actually in the chat. Welcome. Yeah, I remember that one going down rather easily. Nice, smooth type beer. So it's one of those lagers that has that hot bite that I like as well. I mean, although Eric always refused to believe they existed, but yeah, it's one of the pale lager.
It's funny you said that because I was just going to say the same thing. I was like, this nice, clean, crisp on the front, and then all of a sudden it was like, bam, there's that hop right in your face. But it's good, though, in a good way. I like it. Kind of gives you that just a little punch that says, hey, I'm here. It's not just a chugger, easy-going chugger. I mean, it is easy-going, but it does have that little hop kick in the end.
Right.
Actually, it's held up nicely. I'm surprised. I don't see a date on it, so I don't know what the actual bottling date was, but it's got to be – we're in August now, so it's – every bit of 10 months to a year, probably. Do you remember when you had it?
I had it like towards the end of summer or beginning of fall, I think, last year when I had it. But I may have had it for like a month or two sitting on it as well. But you're probably close to that year mark on it or so.
Oh, at least. I'd say I'm over the year mark, probably. Yeah. I actually remember picking this up at Wine World. So picking it up from there, it was probably already 6 months old anyway.
Yeah.
Or not Wine World, but Total Wine.
The Total Wine pre-aged it for you, so.
Yeah. So this one was probably bottled in 2012, but who knows?
And then we had Chris stop by. Says, "Hey, gents, just stopping by to say hello off the 10th. Another great beer channel right there, where you can catch them. You can catch the Moo Quickie on Off the 10th, the Moo Quickie that he does.
Very good. Those are good ones. Yeah.
And then Mary says she doesn't like a hoppy beer. Really? That's okay. I mean, that's why you have a lot of different lagers out there too, depending on what you like. If you like more of the malt forwardness, then yeah, IPA would be in your clubhouse, but there's some nice lagers that definitely would be for sure. Or try your cream ale. Have you had a cream ale, Mary? That's actually a good one to enjoy too. Cream ale.
That's kind of one of the. Oh, sorry.
No, I'll just say the cream ale, golden ale, and the blonde ale are three styles that people can kick over that like the macro.
Yeah, I was gonna say the cream ale is kind of what I got Shannon started in, a year or so ago. Before she started really venturing out. Oh, that's probably been a couple of years ago now, I guess. She liked the cream ale style and the Kolsch's.
Yeah. And she does say she does like a wheat ale, so some good wheat ales out there too. It took me a while to get into the wheat ale when I first started doing the beer stuff because, well, as you know, Todd, from some of the stuff, is like wheat ale wasn't one of my favorite ones beginning out, but there's gradually some that over time that I end up liking and enjoying and sticking with them from there. So it's like the one from Bumbleberry from Fatheads. That's like a really good one.
The Bumbleberry. Yeah, that is a good one. I have had that one.
Yeah. Rainan's in the house, said he got back from the bar, had Hoof-Hearted Girthbrook BB Stout. 15% was great. Yeah, it's funny you said Hoof-Hearted because my other one, the other beer I got is still one of the fries, so I'm going to drink here afterwards to drop the fries. So that's also Hoof-Hearted there too.
We just started getting them in our area this week.
Did you really? So now you're getting a distribution. That's pretty cool.
Well, I think he's only had one variety of it so far, but I hadn't had a chance to get over there to get it. So hopefully he still has some, but assuming we'll get more of it.
Yeah, well, people start buying it, they'll get the distribution, they'll get the beers there for you.
Which is kind of odd because usually when a new brewery hits release, it's usually more than just one style.
Right.
But for whatever reason, it was just one beer. I can't remember what the name of it was, but that's how he put on his Facebook page. That's usually how he kind of advertises the new stuff coming in, and that was the only can of Hoof-Hearted that he had. So.
Yeah, well, with us getting like Old Nation, the only ones that we got initially were the M43 and the Boss Tweed, which I'm not mad at him for that. But
right.
The other stuff hopefully will start trickling down here too. But and then Chris has said, "Thanks for the shout out, my friend. Of course, you deserve it. Hey, if you're around, I know you stopped by to say hi, but if you want to jump in for a bit, let me know and I can get you that link there as well." And Mary says her and her husband have made some homemade ales, which is awesome. It's always fun to do some beers. And what kind of styles did you make, Mary? Did you make just the wheat ales, or did you try some other things as well?
I think a wheat ale was the first beer that I brewed. I actually tried a raspberry wheat.
Yeah. How'd that go for you?
It was good. It was a long time ago. Actually, I was trying to start and get into it, and was making it for Shannon. And hang on a minute, I gotta go. Somebody's at the front door. I'll be right back.
All right. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Todd's got all kinds of action at his house tonight. He's actually right now. He's smoking some jerky. He's got his daughter with people over. He got his stuff running crazy, and so he's trying to hold it all down. Plus, he has the dogs and stuff there too. So, Mary, you said you did a blonde ale. Now, you said you did a honey as well. Now, the honey, are you saying you did a mead, by the way, then? Because I know meads are done with honey, or were you trying to do a beer with honey in it as well? I wouldn't mind brewing a mead at some point. I think that'd be kind of a fun thing to do as well. I got a couple friends that actually do it, which reminds me, I got a mead in the cellar I still need to drink that I haven't gotten to yet. Wasn't a kit. Okay, so it was like a honey. It was like a beer with like honey in it, I guess, from the ale kit you had there. But if you haven't had, well, I know you're not a big fan of the hoppiness, Mary, but people that Hazy Little Thing IPA, it's a decent one from Sierra Nevada for one of the big three, so to speak, that came out with them last year. I've actually done a review on that one a few times, but I grab it once in a while when I want to kick back and enjoy a nice little beer. Keep that on hand here as well. But are you drinking anything tonight, Mary, or what are you drinking? Raining? Anything you're drinking now that you're back at the house? Chris, what are you drinking there too? Or are you guys just kind of relaxing right now? I feel like I should put some music on or something. Wait for Todd to get back here. I just saw a video earlier for Space Station Middle Finger from Three Floyds. So that was just uploaded a little bit ago if you guys haven't seen that. And one of my beefs with them is that they don't put the date And that's funny, Mary. Mary says pathetic Budweiser. Well, to get you where you're going to go, I guess. I mean, some people will slam Bud and stuff like that, especially some of the craft guys. But I mean, it's a beer. It does what it's supposed to do, kind of. It's a lager. It's just expectations aren't as high as some of the craft beer stuff out there, but still, for a long time, that's what people were drinking most of. Raining says he's eating chicken nuggets and orange soda and then smoking some weed, I believe. There you go. Kind of going to just relax back. I would think you'd probably be eating the nuggets and the soda after doing that, but I guess you're hungry before that. Get it out the way early. You'll be munching later on to something else. And then Mary said it does work on the Budweiser there too. And let me see what else I got here. So it's always like kind of weird when you're sitting here solo going to do some stuff, but I'm going to actually see if I can put something on over here. Todd's about to sit back down.
Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta get my jerky off the smoker now.
All right, yeah.
Sorry. Give me a few minutes. Sorry about that.
All right, no problem. Like I said, he's got a lot of stuff happening tonight, it seems. So he's all over the place there. I'm going to do this real quick. Bear with me. Anybody got any big plans for tomorrow, for Sunday or anything? Actually, I'm going to do this here. I just hate silence sometimes. I mean, sometimes I enjoy silence, but sometimes I don't expect it to be as silent, so to speak. Hey, what's happening, Dolly and Beanie? Yummy chicken nuggets. Hi, Roger. Yeah, so chicken nuggets is what Raining's about to have here for a little bit with his orange soda. So, Raining, your orange soda, is it Sunkissed? Is it Crush? Is it a local brand? What kind of orange soda are you having? Curious to know. People want to know. Don't rock it, don't stop it. Yeah, I figured bring up a little bit of that. I like to have music in the background once in a while, and we'll see if YouTube ends up flagging me or anything. Usually, I've been getting away with it, so I guess because it wasn't a predominant sound being played. Yeah, this is a song from back in the day when I was a youngster. Back in I guess high school days back then, days of the breakdancing, the b-boy life, so to speak. So yeah, earlier I did a review on what's that? Virgil's Orange Zero. Killer stuff. Doesn't Virgil's do the ginger ale, I think, as well? If I remember them right, I think they did a ginger ale. I know it. And then Herbie Hancock, yeah. Should do like a music trivia night on here. But yeah, but it was funny. Like I was mentioning, doing the Three Floyds beer. It's like one of my pet peeves is when some of these breweries don't put on the dates. And in this case, they didn't have the date or the ABV on their bottle, which I don't understand how they fully get away with that still. Thinking that you want to have the ABV so people know what they're drinking and what level they're drinking. But then the date as well. So it's kind of like make sure you're not getting any old type beer. So kind of sucks when breweries actually do that. Play some Tender Love. Love So Beautiful, Baby. I Surrender. Force and D's. Look at you going back with the Force and D's. Well, right now I've got it on my random shuffle on my Pandora. So who knows what may pop up. No for root beer? Oh, I thought they had root beer. Or known for root beer. Seriously, people hear this song sometimes. It's like, no matter how old they are, they think in their mind, I can still pop lock. They start trying to pop lock at the club, and it's like, you can't do that anymore. That's the old B-boy and some of the old B-boyers. So anybody do anything exciting today on Saturday? Anything plans for tomorrow, for Sunday taking place? Any festivals? Any type of other fun you guys got into? I love New Edition. Can you stand the rain? Can you stand the rain? That's the older New Edition. That's not the younger New Edition where it was like Mr. Telephone Man and Candy Girl and all that stuff. That was later on. Beer's going down easily though. So happy to be able to drink beer again after getting off these pain meds for a bit. Just who shops survive Wally's World. You know what? Surviving Wally's World, some days it gets pretty crazy there. I mean, things happen at Walmart like nobody's business. But I actually don't go to Walmart though. I just for a personal choice, some of the stuff they do and some of their operations for what they had done before, it kind of turned me off to going there a long time ago. But I think they kind of got nailed for that and try to do things differently now, and I just never really went back. Unless it's something urgent and they're like the only one open, because our Walmart here is 24 hours. If it was an emergency, then I'll go. Beastie Boys may come up, Mary. Beastie Boys, they're pretty common to pop up here. I had a couple stuff come up earlier today. What happened to my arm? So I ended up fracturing my wrist a few weeks ago. I fell. I went to basically jump over something. I fell back and tried to catch myself and bent my wrist back and had to fracture it. So they had to put a plate and some screws in there as well. So right now it's in the healing. It's going into the third week right now. So I've been off work. I'm going to go back next week to the office, most likely. Most of the stuff I do isn't as intensive to have to use my hands as much, but it's enough that I can't really get it done right now for what I really need to do. But it's slowly starting to come back. A couple weeks, taking the pain meds, doing the therapy, all that kind of stuff that is starting to really take effect now. So I think I pretty much have that quick healing ability. I can definitely feel it getting better. Dolly says, bunches of rhinos almost crushed groove me, body moved me. Hello, Russian Doggo. Welcome. How are you doing this evening? Well, I guess over where you're in Russia, probably, are you towards the morning now? And hope you get better. Sorry. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's definitely getting better. So it's I'll be bouncing back here rather quickly and be in good shape. So pretty soon that I'll be back to normal. 2 fists in the beers, having double beers. Now here's a song of summer. I don't think you can go to a picnic and not hear September at some point being played by Earth, Wind, and Fire. It's like always being played somewhere. Just a classic. I'm short, so I wear really high boots. Nothing wrong to be short. Thank you, Russian. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be back in good shape with no problems. So we'll be good to go from there. Getting nosebleeds. How short are you? Have you guys had the Hazy Little Thing IPA? Any thoughts you guys have about that brew out there? Hey, Angel, cheers. It's been a while. How are you, my friend? Hopefully things are going well. 411. Okay. Say good things come in small packages, so. with my hair 5 feet. Get the hairspray going. It's the poofy hair. Yeah. But that is good to hear, my friend. It's been I think it's been a few months since I've seen you on here. So it's good to see you back. And we still haven't hooked up on the PS4 to play some games or anything. So I don't know if you're still playing it or not, but we need to play some games some point. Rating says, yeah, Rod, not that I don't love local and American beers, but stores are caring less and less on stocking imports, and I think that sucks. Somebody here in Maine needs to open an imports only store. Yeah. I mean, I'm lucky here. I got like Jungle Gyms, who does really good at getting a lot of the imports in, especially since Belgian Ales are my favorite style for the most part. I got a couple other places, Party Source, where Jo does Party Source reviews, and then Party Town. But some of the main stores, I think here we're kind of seeing that too, where you don't see as many of the imports, unless they're kind of like your main ones that might be out there, which are usually your imports that are going to be kind of more, whether it be domestic there type thing, not really the crafted ones, not really the Belgian ones that you really want to get, or things like from like I'm right now I want to get more Polish beer when I go back and do more beer shopping. I got a couple places I can do that, but a lot of places you can't get a lot of beer from Poland. Poland is supposed to have a lot of good things taking place in the beer scene. I'd like to get some more of the Asian beers because they're doing some things over there as well. So you just gotta dig and find a place. When you find a place that has it, you're like pretty much going to be there all the time because they've actually done a pretty good job getting stuff in that you want to enjoy. So yeah, let's see. So now I'm going to actually open up and get this other glass out of the way. Get out the way, move. To drop the fries, Hoof-Hearted Double India Pale Ale, 9% ABV, 1 pint, 46 degrees drink fresh, which has been out for a little bit here. And it's basically designed after the Wendy's, where people, I guess, take their fries and dip them into the Frosty. I've never done it. I know people thought I was crazy because I've never done it before, but apparently it's patterned after that taste. So, like Raiden, he just had some Hoof-Hearted earlier. Now, back in the day, some of you know this from some of the other shows, I used to actually be a radio DJ in college. So my appreciation for music is all over the place. There's not much I really don't like. So right now, got a little AC/DC, Dirty D's playing. Let's see here. The Dolly says, Mary, welcome to my world. I wear a bright t-shirt when I go food shopping so they can see me. I'm little, but I got a big mouth. Let them know you're coming. I love Italian brew, once in a blue or anything German. Yeah. I'm actually getting pumped up because we'll have next month in September, we'll have the Oktoberfest here in Cincinnati. And if you're not familiar, Cincinnati actually has the biggest Oktoberfest outside of Munich in the world. So it's like a ton of fun. You get like over 500,000 to 1 million people over the 3 days or whatever. You get all the beers that come in from overseas. Last year when I went, Joey Chestnut was here, the hot dog eating champion. He won the sausage eating thing there, which to see some of these competitive eaters actually do it live is just crazy how much food they throw down, like 10 minutes or whatever. Dolly and Beanie says, I love lagers. Yum. But you like some of the Oktoberfest beers then probably too, because those are lagers. The darker the brew, the better, but my limit is 2. Well, depending. Now, you can't always go by the color because there's different things that are being done with beers. Like some people thought the darker ones are stronger ones. Not always the case anymore. So, but it's good to know you got a limit. You try to stick within. Pink Floyd, Brick in the Wall. So, I haven't had Pink Floyd come up in a bit, but yeah, that can happen on here as well too. I do have Pink Floyd in there as well. Speaking of Pink Floyd in the Wall, kind of an off topic for that, but it popped in my head for a reason because I was thinking back in the day when they had the heavy metal cartoon. There's actually a new series on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet. My wife watched it. She really liked it. So I need to watch it because it kind of goes back to some of the stuff from back then, like in the 80s, called Love and Robots. Curious if any of you guys have seen that out there and what your thoughts were. I think I'm going to start watching it maybe tomorrow to check it out and everything. Mary says, my husband likes Hop City beers, Barking Squirrel. I haven't heard of Hop City. Where are they out of, Mary? Let's see here. We have that there in October, live in PA, but Sally can't do the Polish sausage, just like turkey sausage. What, do they do Polish sausage use turkey, though? I wonder if there's like a Polish sausage that they have to use pork or whatever, and they can't use turkey for anything. Ontario. Okay. All right. So one of the Canadian craft beers up there. Okay, cool. Yeah, Chris, who was here earlier from Off the 10th, he actually lives in the up in the Ontario area as well. So he's pretty familiar with them, I'm sure. I think he had to take off a little bit ago, but he often comes across to, got a buddy in Buffalo that he meets him, and they get some beers over in America they can bring back and stuff as well. Dolly says, no swine from these lips. He says, from New Brunswick. Okay, cool. That's why I've been in Canada thus far has been Toronto. I do want to get up there again. I'd like to get up there and maybe visit Quebec. I'd like to visit out west, Vancouver. There are a lot of great things about Vancouver and stuff like that. I mean, we get some of the guys that go across from Michigan to I forgot which city it is there, but it's where they gamble and all that kind of stuff. I can't remember which one it is offhand, but being where I'm at here in Cincinnati, I mean, going to Canada is actually not a problem at all. It's like I just haven't gone up there enough. So definitely had a good time in Toronto there. We were there for a week and we had a blast. I actually saw Olivia Newton-John when I was there because they were there for the Indie Festival at the time I was there. Crazy artwork there. Got all the fast food people on there. You can't. It's crazy. Let's see. Got to try Atlantic Canada. Dolly says she tried the vegan sausage, and that was actually awesome. Canada has the best Dollar Trees. Now, what makes the Dollar Trees so good up in Canada? Here, we have Dollar Trees. We have Dollar Generals. Yeah, we have Dollar Trees, too, that people go to as well. And they say, excuse me, like the heathens over here. They don't say, excuse me. But sometimes you go to a store here in the States, it's like people never say please or thank you or anything anymore, it seems. It's like somewhere courtesy was lost along the lines that people were trained in their upbringing. Don't know what may have happened, but it's kind of bad along those lines. Sometimes I like to get in the store and I'll just stand there like somebody wants to get by, and I'll just stand there blocking them the whole time until they say excuse me or something, just to make them say something. That can often be fun too. It's like, oh, did you want to get by? let me allow you to get by here. Granted, I'm a bigger guy, so I can actually get away with it. I don't know if you want to do it at 4'11" there, Dolly, but and sorry, of course, right. Hey, Backwoods Billy in the house. Cheers, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. And there's another great channel to check out for beer reviews and wine reviews. And I don't know, Billy, you may have done meat on your channel too at some point, but I know you do a lot of different things there. And if you ever want to learn out some more stuff, you can always check out Billy's channel. He does some great things there. Dolly says, courtesy is dead over here. I'm tired of using my middle finger. When you feel like you use your middle finger enough, yeah, you probably got issues, I guess. Billy says, yeah, people have not had courtesy in a few years. Yeah, it's kind of just crazy. It's just, I'm not going to say it's just like a millennial type thing or whatever it may be, but it's kind of like as you go down in generations, you just see courtesy not being there as much. And of course, I go to some places and I see people with their kids, and their kids are running all up and down the aisle, or they're screaming at them or yelling at their parents, and their parents don't do anything. Like, I don't know how they get away with it nowadays. I mean, when we were kids, at least when I was a kid and people around my age were kids, you didn't even think about doing something like that because it was nothing for your parents to just yank you up in the middle of the store and start giving you a whooping or whatever it may be, you know. So just kind of a different time, I guess. Dolly says, no, I use my bodyguard. My boyfriend is 6'4". Where you go. He definitely makes up for the difference there in the height. But you're in good shape.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah. So Todd's back from his jerky run.
Well, I was taking it off, and then my neighbor come over, and I hadn't seen him for a while, and he had beer in his hand, and I was like, of all nights. Like everybody was calling, wanting to do something. I was like, man.
Apparently Todd's the hotspot guy in the neighborhood tonight. Like
I had something. It's like, where you at on any other Saturday night?
You like the party starter. Everybody's trying to hang out with Todd tonight. Except the wife who went to bed.
Naturally.
The wife said, you're on your own, son.
Yeah. You have to pick up the slack.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit here about the lack of courteousness that's out there now and stuff, the way people are and everything. Billy says he also has a new wine finger winery tour up. So, yeah, check out Billy's channel for all you wine fans as well. But he does some of the wine stuff there, too. And then Mary said, I brought my sons up to be courteous and well-mannered. Dolly says, praise God, Mary. That's awesome. Yeah. And Billy says the inverted yield curve needs to be confirmed with rising unemployment. Note I see us in a demand pull. Inflationary period basically low unemployment dollar buys more. So for those who know, Billy does have a financial astuteness as well, too. And of course, my background, I do work in the financial industry some as well, so I see a lot of that stuff out there too. So sometimes we get into financial talk here as well. Did you get a new beer at all?
No, it's a big bomber. I'm still drinking the same.
Oh, you're drinking that one? Okay.
Yeah. It's almost gone now, though.
What kind of jerky are you making?
So I took a by London broil and sliced it up. And this one here, I marinated it in, you may have seen it before. It's a McCormick. I've never used it, so I wasn't sure how it was going to be, but it actually turned out pretty good. So it was the McCormick bourbon and brown sugar, or brown sugar and bourbon, or something like that.
Nice. Yeah.
So you just mix it with like some water, some oil, and some vinegar.
And how long do you have to smoke it for?
I had it on for, let's see, when did I put that one on? It was about 8 o'clock, I guess. I had it on for about 2.5 hours.
Okay.
And it got it looks like it's burnt, but I think it's just the brown sugar in it that caramelized on it.
Yeah.
So I did one that's just the normal, and then on the other one I put some chili flake and some red cayenne in it to get a little bit of a kick.
Nice.
Turned out pretty good. My daughter loves beef jerky, so.
Let's see. Dolly says the 2 studs for low bucks make big guts. It's a saying I haven't heard before. There's probably a lot of Four Loko guts out there.
Oh.
Speaking of that, like Four Loko, so not to be outdone on this whole seltzer water, whatever we're doing, going over the cliff on that stuff, which I think by next year is going to start to die down. People aren't going to be buying it as much as they are now. I think it's going to be a burnout phase, but 14% ABV. So you get that with Four Loko, take the 14% ABV from them, and then put that into a thing with gin or vodka or something like that. You get a nice kick. You definitely get a nice kick on the alcohol.
You know, my sister-in-law started drinking those about a year ago, her and my brother. And so I had one in. I was like, yeah, they're okay. You know, it's not too bad. I could see where people would like them.
Right.
I would have never imagined that the craze here within, especially the last couple months, have just like soared. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, though. I think it's kind of like it became like a craze, like a like the Pokemon type thing, right? And then I think it's going to just stop at a point, like a sudden like hit the brakes type situation, because the consumer in a lot of these beverages are pretty fickle. So I think it's going to be something where something's going to shift, and it's going to be like, okay, we're going to go to this now. I mean, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm thinking it may happen by next year. So many people get involved. It's almost like before Local came out with it, I felt like we jumped the shark at that point.
Oh
like,
yeah, for sure.
Then Pabst comes out with it. All these other ones are like, okay, we're definitely overboard now.
Yeah, Natty Light's got one too, I think, right?
Yeah, I think Natty Light's like 17% or something on theirs or whatever. Like,
is it really?
Yeah.
I might have to pick one of those up though, just to see what the alcohol level is on. How they actually make or do with it. Because I think like those White Claw ones or whatever, like 6%.
Right.
So I'd be interested to see what like a 14 or 15% one would be like compared to that one.
Let me take a look here, because there was something I placed on the Facebook page with someone that sent it to me about the Pabst Blue Ribbon. I think it was, I'm not that Pabst, it was the Natty Light one. Let me take a look here.
What was that one that Pabst was coming out with? It was like a coffee or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, they got like a coffee thing out there too now. Yeah. Let me see here. There is. Yeah, there's like the hard coffee, like 6% or something. Where is it?
Now, is that trying to be a coffee, or is it still a beer with just coffee flavor?
I think it's just one of those, like a coffee type beer. Like, I think they're trying to get maybe like a coffee type stout out of it. I haven't seen it yet. It's only available in like 5 states.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
When I was supposed to go to Fresh Fest before I got injured, I was going to pick up some because they do have it in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I'm kind of intrigued on that one for sure.
Speaking of Fresh Fest, I keep seeing everybody upload stuff from it. It's like, oh man, it sucks that I missed it. Everybody had such a blast there.
That was today, wasn't it?
No, last weekend. That was last weekend.
Oh, it was last weekend. Okay.
And then on one of the other channels I was on last night for YouTube, one of the guys was doing his YouTube broadcast. I was chiming in and commenting, and he was like, yeah, he's like, I was hoping to hook up with you at Fresh Fest. I knew you were going to be there. You were one of the people I wanted to see, and I was wondering why I couldn't find you. I thought I just missed you there, but now I can see you were injured and stuff. Like, yeah, it's like, I was like, damn, I wanted to be there. There's so many people I wanted to hook up with.
Yeah, it sucks.
Some of the different breweries that were doing things, but looks like year 3 will be my first year to actually get there, to actually have fun at the festival. But another success. I mean, that one last year, that was ranked. I forgot which one did it. I don't know if it was Thrill List or whoever did it, but they ranked it as like the second best festival to visit in the country.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was ranked pretty high. Let me get to the comments here. But he said, now I see a center for stagflation, where unemployment and people get cars repo for closers rise, dollar falls, and I see a center for a deep recessionary period. Not much room for Fed to cut. Yeah, there's not much room there, but the Fed are probably going to cut somewhat. I would think maybe a quarter point if they can get that far, but that's not going to be till next year. They're going to leave it alone until that point. The car thing, people are already getting, like, people over 90 days. There's a good amount of people over 90 days past their car payments from a report that came out a while back. That doesn't really make me more alarmed as it does with the student loans. The student loans are a lot worse as far as what the rates and stuff are. So, and that could have a real big hit to the economy. But Dolly says, woo, relax, backwoods. Don't go into the woods. You have more people drinking here than want to drink. Oh, let's see here. Get shot, got, fought, and then it's the burial plot. Yeah.
It's a bad night there.
It says, there's a note, none of us, the so-called financial experts, see this as they see us in an expansion economy, what is moving into a recession. But money can be made in any economic period options. Yeah, money can be made. That's the problem. That's the problem in the past that money was printed too easily, though, too. So, but there's one of the guys who he's known for calling a lot of the stuff out. He called out like in 2008 when there was going to be an issue. He called out some of the other recessions. He's saying we're due for a recession here probably within the next year, that everything's setting up that way. So we'll see this whole next phase of this trade war. If it does go through, it's going to be an issue. If they do hit the tariffs here in December, which is stupid. Like, oh, we're going to wait off until Christmas. Well, you're doing the tariffs right before Christmas, so people have to plan for after Christmas. So obviously, people can't spend the way they thought they might be able to spend. So all you're doing is kicking the can down the thing. And now China's going to basically retaliate through their methods. And China's got a booming economy for a point in saying that they may not be growing as fast as we were growing, but they have enough money under control with all the people they have. They can definitely cause issues. So they're not the ones you really want to get in a trade war with.
No, not at all.
And Dolly says, I love free samples. Yeah, baby. I love free samples too, Dolly. You ever see the Rod J deals? I get all kinds of deals.
those are more than samples, though.
Yeah. They say, we'll give you 10% off. I'm like, why don't you just give it to me? Just give it to me. Don't even worry about the 10%.
They'll say, oh, I'll do one better. You take it, and then we'll give you money to take it.
Right. Dolly said, coffee, beer, yuck. Hey, Lee, what's happening, brother? Cheers. I hope the arm is feeling better, man. Yeah, definitely feeling better. Things are definitely coming back up to speed. Able to actually drink a little bit of the beer now after getting off the pain meds. That's the other thing. Just like I don't know. I'm not going to say like other people can't handle because I don't want to make it seem like I'm better than other people. But it's like I went in, I had surgery, and they prescribed like opioids for painkillers. I took what I needed, and then I stopped when I didn't need anymore. I don't understand the addiction. I just don't like. Was I not prescribed to a level where it's that much of a pain? I mean, it was definitely had pain. I took stuff when I was supposed to take it, but then I was supposed to stop. I stopped. But then you hear about people getting hooked on all the opioids, and it's kind of like, I don't know. I feel kind of weird, But I've never had an issue like taking medicine the way you're supposed to take it.
Feel weird because you were actually able to stop?
Well, it's weird. It's weird because it's like we have always crisis where people are doing all the opioid stuff, and it's like, well, why didn't you just stop? And I don't want to say it like in a way that's kind of condescending because people may have lost family members to it, right? So I'm not.
Oh, sure.
Anybody. I'm just saying I don't understand it because when I had to take it, I stopped and we were good to go. But I don't get with some of the other people when they struggle. But again, it could be something where maybe I'm just not to a point where I get addicted to it like that.
Well, I was gonna say I think everybody's different, the tolerance, and some people lean to it as a crutch, and I could see very easily where they're like, oh, I need, begin to take it whether they want it or not, and then all of a sudden now they have to have it.
Yeah.
But I think it really is just it's a person by person basis because like an alcoholic, I'm like, there's some days where I just don't want to have a beer. Most days I don't have a beer. There's a few days where I'll have beers, but it's like I don't get to that point. Personally, I can see where people do get to that point, but
yeah, I mean, like I didn't have beer over the last couple of weeks, but it wasn't like I was shaking or anything. Like I think that
right.
Like you just went through, you did what you need to do, but it's kind of like I don't know. I just see that sometimes. I tell my wife that, and she said, "Well, maybe it's the tolerance, maybe it's this or that." It's kind of like I don't know. I just know I've had stuff before, and I've taken pain medicine, and I stopped. And a lot of times, I'll end up having something left over because I don't even finish it all.
Mm-hmm.
So like I just stop when I need to stop, But it is what it is. And then Dolly said, Billy, collect silver and gold, easy to trade, get some cash, and don't have to sell the Well, people used to run the silver and gold, but that's even a shaky type market at point stuff too. And people in the past, when you'd have some of the things taking place in the market like you have now, possibly, people return to bonds, but the bond market has been shit as well for a while. So that's actually some issues there too. Billy said, a few years ago when I lived in Annapolis, we were a heavy seas brewery. I was given a new stout, Siren Nor at the time, on cask, 17.4 ABV pre-release, release at 17. Now it's around 13. Oh, he tempered it down even. Wow. People probably getting shit-faced on it. Yeah, so if I go to Baltimore in October, two places I want to go to are the Guinness Brewery and Heavy Seas for sure. And I'll probably rent a car, so I'll probably get a Dogfish Head in Delaware. I have to go up to South Jersey to visit my mom afterwards, probably for a few days. And my buddy up there from high school, he actually runs a brewery as well. So I'm going to hit his brewery in New Jersey while I'm in there. But I'm thinking Guinness, I may have to stay there for 2 days because it's like 60 taps, I believe they have. So that's like one of the places I definitely want to get to and definitely experience what I can experience from them.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Hans Gomez, what's up, brother? What's going on? Yeah, I can. Let me see if I can get your email, and I can send you an email link to see if you join. I think I still have you in my contacts. I'll double check that here in a second. Billy says, lack of financial responsible people. This includes financial institutions as well as consumers. That's true. That's definitely true. The problem, it falls more for me, I think, on the burden of some of the financial people than it does the consumers, in that the financial people are supposed to be looking out for those clients. So they're supposed to be taking those type of things. They do these different things to make sure they're putting into the right investments for the clients. They do all these different strategies to make sure. A lot of clients, they may not know, they may not see the fine print type stuff. So, but again, I can't say too much because of what I do in my role and stuff. But I know there's sometimes when I talk to some advisors and clients, and it's kind of surprising that it's kind of like no one really knows how this is supposed to work, and like you're dealing with, in my case, sometimes millions of dollars or whatever it may be. So, Dolly said everyone's going to be drinking pantyhose wine. Not me, dog, because I know how to brew. I'll be brewing beer in the backyard, in the garage.
Pantyhose wine.
I'll brew in the garage as long as I have the house, and then I'll be out in the woods after that. Always that trust no banks. Never. China will just cut their currency. A strong economy is paramount. Yep, agree. I'm addicted to myself. Tell myself, hey, sexy. Billy said, we retired early, moved to Del Mar, Virginia Eastern Shore. We are 100% off the grid, well, and septic, solar, wind energy plus. That's pretty cool. There's actually a few YouTube channels that I actually follow where they live off the grid. It's funny, there's some states where they actually penalize you if you live off the grid, though. Like if you set up solar panels or your own water, stuff like water lines or whatever it may be, you can actually get penalized by those states because they don't want you using those services, which is kind of crazy. Lee says, more people with chronic pain, ongoing problem rather than a temporary one. Maybe so. Yeah, that could be it too. I mean, if you got a chronic thing taking place, maybe it's the time frame over a few months versus a few weeks. Then maybe it adds up after that point. But good point, May. The drug companies pause it to the doctors who pushing it to the patients. Chapadol moved from coke to heroin. The pharmaceuticals are to legalize the drug industry for sure. Dolly says, Todd and Roger, right? Almost caught up with muscle relaxers. I will myself and just threw it out cold turkey. Yeah, I mean, I guess I think it all plays into it. And it's not anything to belittle anybody that may have gotten any issue on it previously or hooked onto it at any point. It's just kind of interesting, when that does kind of happen there. Billy said, yeah, high impact fall, 47 feet after a first impact to a building. My head splintered the concrete. Ow! Refused all pain meds. Saw too many people get addicted. Wow.
Damn.
I think I would have had pain meds in that case, though. I think I would have took my
yeah, at least one or two.
Yeah. Hit Union Craft Brewing. Okay, I'll definitely make a list to get them on it too. There was one that was sent to me by 21090. They did the Duck Pin beer as well. I'm gonna see if I thought it was Duck Pin Brewery or another one, that was the name of the beer. But Todd and them are in Baltimore, 21090. So hopefully I get to hook up with those guys. I also want to try to hook up with DJ when I'm down there as well, if I can get in touch with them. Also, people who can't afford surgery or whatever else get stuck on drugs as a solution, and that just keeps the problem rather than fixing it. But hey, that's the USA healthcare system for you. Yeah. Damn it, Lee, don't be throwing your free Canadian healthcare at us right now. But yeah, I can see that. They keep getting the prescription. They're just fixing the symptom rather than dealing with the actual problem taking place. Let me see here. Dad's incredible. What's happening, brother? So sorry I'm missing a stuck at work. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Dad. Good to have you chime in. If you get back anytime soon, we'll probably be in there for a little bit of time and just kind of kicking it all. Drink over some beers. We're getting all kinds of topics, so who knows what we'll be talking about at any time here. Billy says, hit me up in advance. Give us a date when you're ready to hit Dogfish. I have another one for you, small Delaware Brewery Revelation Craft Brewing. What a ton of GABF and work. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. I thought you were like a little farther out. So yeah, I'll definitely let you know on the Dogfish Head or when I'm down there. I know we'll be staying at the pier in Baltimore, but I'm going to rent a car because my mom's in South Jersey, so I'll be definitely driving up to Delaware and up to Jersey, so we can definitely hook up, Billy, for sure. Features. Let me see. Gold, silver, oil, currency. See futures market use option strategies. And duck pin is that is Union Brewing. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, that's one that 21090 told me to also check out as well. Cool. Dolly says, Billy, I say gold, silver, and copper parts have a stockpile that just a fat little chihuahua that the zombies are knowing love. I think we're caught up on the comments there. Man, chihuahuas, when I was a kid, that was one of the dogs I could not really stand was the little chihuahuas. And just because they like to always like bark and always chase after you. And they couldn't really do anything. They would just chase after you all the time, barking and making a lot of noise. But the only dog I've ever been bitten by was actually a Saint Bernard, which is supposed to be the dog to bring you beer. So that kind of sucks along those lines. But I think Todd's got a mayhem at his house right now.
Do what?
You got a lot of mayhem going on right there.
There's something going on. Now Shane come out, was trying to round up the dogs, and my daughter come up, was wanting some jerky. So I was like, I hollered at her, said, give me some jerky while you're over there.
Your house
I already stepped away from the camera long enough.
Your house is like Grand Central Station right now.
It's crazy tonight. I don't know what's going on.
What do you got on the agenda for tomorrow? Anything happening?
No, she's got work, so I have no plans. It's kind of nice. Sit home and do nothing.
Yeah, just kick back with your feet up.
That's the plan, anyway.
I'm not really too much. I mean, obviously, just going to rest the arm a little bit. I think I'm going to actually start watching a new series on Netflix. I kind of started watching The Boys on Prime, but I only watched the first episode.
What'd you think of it?
It's actually good, except I have to watch it on my phone, which sucks because it's not linked to the computer. So it's kind of like I want to get back and watch it at some point. But I started watching The Woo Assassins on Netflix.
What is it?
Woo Assassin.
Woo Assassins?
Yeah. It's actually pretty cool. It's a new Netflix series, but it's basically it just came out in 2019, and basically one guy gets picked as this Woo assassin who has to kill these other Woo masters. It's got an interesting storyline to it. So I like the martial art flicks. That's a nice throwback, like martial art type footage with it and everything. So pretty decent so far.
I heard The Boys was pretty good. Or it gets really good ratings anyway.
Yeah. Well, you know what it is? It's because it gives you kind of the adult version of what a superheroes probably do in their spare time. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like one of the guys can go invisible, so he hangs out in the bathroom all the time. When people go in the bathroom, right. Nobody knows he's there, right? And like
they're doing stuff like evil stuff that they're not supposed to be doing or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
I only saw the first episode, but one of them puts a move on one of the other new superheroes that's added. Like if she wants to be part of the team, you know what she has to do, and makes her do something. Like it's like, what are you, Harvey Weinstein in the outfit now? So, but the writing on it was really good. I just haven't had a chance to get back to watch it since then.
Yeah, I want to check that one out.
But I finished some of the other Netflix stuff I was actually watching, and I had a bunch of movies that were on backlog. I was watching those to get those all done and out the way too. So I mean, when you're laying around with a fractured wrist for now, you can't really do anything except really watch. I can't even play video games because you couldn't hold the controller in the hand and like that. So it's kind of like I didn't do all my videos. That's why I had the backlog. I had all the backlog on videos. So I was already set up going forward on videos to be uploaded to the YouTube channel. But I wasn't drinking anything, so I didn't do any uploads because it's like just gonna sit there high on pain meds or anything, so.
So if that's the case, we need to play a game of 2K then, so I can take advantage of it. I'll probably still lose.
You just won the last series we did. I don't gotta take it easily anymore now. I was gonna tell you, they actually got the new games up there too. On on the PS4 because each month they give away free games. So they got a new one that's the Sniper 4, whatever. You should get that one. That's pretty cool. Kind of like
Is
Call of
it?
Duty, but everybody's like a sniper and stuff. Yeah.
I saw that. I was actually looking at them today, and I was looking at it, but I didn't really didn't look into it too much. I just kind of glanced and nothing caught my eye, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's one of the free ones they have, and there was another one they put Wipeout on there that was free also. And then they've got a sale right now through the 20th, like up to 75% off on some of the games.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually some pretty good deals there. Let me see here. What did let me see, hold on. Dahlia said zombies. Todd is a zombie user of the millennials. Todd is with the man bus. She's in Millennial City. And so, wish I had the power to change reality. My boss would work for me, get me jerky like Ty gets. And Dahlia, look at Portland. Look at the shootings. Look at the economy. Things are heading down. I call it the 80% drop less. Please drop. I made a mint. Yeah. But if you were short some stuff, you definitely made some money out there. And then Dolly said she supported you, so she reached out to your channel. Very nice, Dolly. And Billy said, okay. Yeah, definitely support some of the other people that are in here in the channel. Check out their other stuff they're actually doing. People that have the channel is always a fun time. Some good stuff here. Dads who stopped in for a second a little bit ago. I don't know if you were back when Dad stopped and he's stuck at work right now, he's saying, but I'm going to actually do a collab video or something with him, I think, at some point here. So we can talk about beer and like pairing the food and stuff with it, which would be pretty cool. That's one of the things on my agenda I want to do.
That'd be good.
Yeah. But like Saturday, wasn't much going on. Like nothing really. I don't even know why I have TV anymore. It's nothing really ever on TV. It seems like it's a lot of the same stuff over and over again.
Really is. We just cut the cord a couple months ago and went to Hulu, the Hulu Live version of streaming. And we love it because it's pretty much the 40 channels that you would watch anyway, without the 300 nonsense channels that you would never watch anyway. You know.
Right.
But you're right though. There's never, and most of the stuff we watch is something on Netflix or whatever anyway. So it's, I don't know.
Although today was like a huge soccer day. Like every time I was flipping through the channel earlier today, it's like a soccer game on like every other channel it seems. So, but I look at what do I watch on TV most of the time. It's kind of like I watch some of the stuff on HBO. They do pretty good programming at times, but I watch like Discovery and I watch History. Because I like watching, one of my favorite shows, American Pickers. I don't know why, but I like watching American Pickers. I like some of the Discovery type stuff they have once in a while. Main networks, occasionally the news. You watch the news here and there, but some of the sports stuff even is kind of like, not really want to sit down for a couple hours of watching this stuff right now. So
I've gotten to where I don't even hardly watch the news much. I watch some of the local news in the morning before I go to work. That's about it. It's just it's too depressing. It's like, I don't want to get all that negativity. I mean, it's probably terrible on my part because I should keep up with the day's events, more than I should, more than I do, but I can't control it anyway. So what difference does it make?
Yeah. Well, you got all this kind of stuff that's happening. I like, where I was at in Cincinnati the weekend earlier this year, we went to Chicago for a job thing up there. We went up there. I think it was earlier this year or last year. But anyway, that weekend we were going to that Thursday or Friday we were out of town. We actually had a guy open fire at Fifth Third, which was a block from our office downtown Cincinnati.
Yeah.
People knew I worked there. I'm getting all these messages, and it's like I'm an hour behind. So this happened like at 8 o'clock in the morning. So it was like 7 or something. I'm still sleeping. phone keeps buzzing. Are you all right? What's going on? I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm in Chicago right now. And like, I flip on the news and it's like this guy tried to shoot up. He shot like I think 3 people or 4 people by trying to police put him down. But it's like just so much crazy shit out there happening. Like,
and that's the way it is on the local news here. You turn it on and every day is a shooting in Louisville. It's like 2 or 3 some days. It's like it's crazy. It's like what is going on in the world to make these people get to that point where you're just shooting everybody?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
And it's like, people are just kind of learning stuff right now as they're actually dealing with it. They're saying people go out there, you got to do this, you got to do that to keep yourself protected. I mean, growing up in New Jersey, we learned that at a young age to do that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like, you see on the news where guys like, oh, when you go into a place, make sure you know where all the exits are or whatever. Like,
absolutely.
Like, we learned that in high school, going to the club. There'd always be stuff happening. So
I'm to a point where I don't even like to sit like at a restaurant or anywhere in general where my back's to the door.
Oh, that's how I am too. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be facing the door. I want to see who's coming in and going out. It's like I don't want to be, surprised by anything.
Yeah, it's funny. We go to dinner sometimes, and my wife will be like, "You want this seat here because you're not to the door or whatever." It's like to keep an eye on stuff. I mean, part of that was growing up in New Jersey as well. You kind of didn't want to have your back to the door type things because in case anything got crazy anywhere. But not that we ever had a lot of stuff happen in New Jersey, but you kind of knew things that did happen there. Whether it was your neighborhood or some of the other neighborhoods, because, face it, there was like mob connections that ran through New Jersey. You always hear it, don't sit with your back to the door. So,
right.
No matter who you were, you kind of knew that law was ingrained into you. So,
it really almost has gotten to the point where it's like the Old West, where everybody should carry. Almost, you almost have to. It's almost to the point where you almost have to carry now.
Yeah.
It might actually cut down on some of the bullshit that's going on.
Yeah, you might have to actually. I mean, it's kind of funny.
I would say the one was in Ohio. Was it the one in Ohio last week or 2 weeks ago, where the guy actually shot his sister and her boyfriend, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it was a boyfriend. They were saying companion for a while, but yeah, both of them, yeah.
But was that the one where they gunned him down in less than like a minute or something?
Yeah, because they actually had active police patrols in the area. So they got there within a minute, but within 30-something seconds, he got off like 30-something shots or whatever.
But the other thing is, like, I'm all for having guns and shit, but there's no need to have like AKs or automatics and shit that's, what's the point in that other than you're going to do some damage with it?
Yeah, I don't know any deer hunter that needed to have like a
30
clip or whatever.
You have a rifle, shotgun, some handguns, whatever. Yeah. That's good, but you don't need automatic clips and all that shit. You're just when you look at all the shootings, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm all for the right to bear arms or whatever and protect yourself, but there's no need to have military weapons on hand.
I mean, we've had here, like in Kentucky where I'm at, we went to one of our local places, we went to dinner a few months ago, and the guy had a pistol on his hip or whatever, because you have a conceal and carry here or that type of law. That don't bother me. We still sat there, you still ate dinner like that and everything, so it doesn't bother me to see people having guns like that and everything. But it's like, some of this irresponsible stuff taking place. Like they just had one of the schools where they put the gun out. They're supposed to put it in a cabinet, I guess, keep it locked in case anything were to happen. Well, one of the teachers didn't lock it, and one of the first graders found the gun. Luckily, it didn't shoot anybody. They found it before anything happened. But it's like that's the irresponsible stuff that makes things scary. It's like when I remember like years ago, like when these people were doing homeschool, when I was like, I don't know everything I could do homeschool if I had a kid. And I'm like, nowadays, I'm like, if I had a kid, I'd be homeschooled.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely more justifiable now than it ever been in the past. It's like, and it's sad because all you're doing is sheltering. I mean, I've been around kids, some friends that's homeschooled their kids, and they're kind of socially awkward in a sense because they're not around everybody else. You know what I mean? Like they're just on their own.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're not risking any chance of getting shot up at school either.
Right. So Billy had asked me, that's always to see when I was coming to Dogfish. I couldn't meet you. Yeah, I don't know what day I'll be there as of yet. I think it's the week of October 3rd through the 8th or whatever. And I'm going to be in the Baltimore area, and I'll be there a few days after that, probably driving up to New Jersey. So it's that first week, I believe, in October, Billy. But I'll let you know when we get closer or when I get the dates for sure. Dolly said, the real question is, Ty, how good is that jerky? I love turkey jerky.
It's pretty damn good.
You put any spices in it?
Yeah, the spicy jerky's better than just the plain jerky.
Did you make it spicy like Drunken one did?
So I did like half and half. So the London broil I bought was pretty big. Like I bought it. I've recently discovered they have it at Sam's Club, so you can get like 2 big ones in a pack for like $12.
Yeah. So
I made one about a month ago, and I just froze the other one. And so today it was good size. It filled up my whole pellet smoker, with just one of them sliced up. So I did half with no heat, and the other half I put same flavoring to it, but I put cayenne and some red chili flake on it.
Nice.
It's good. Yeah, it's really good.
Dolly said, Rob, what are you drinking? I'm still drinking the Drop the Fries. This is the Double India Pale Ale. So, again, it's kind of made after the Frosty with the fries together. French fries, cocoa nibs, vanilla, and milk sugar added. Very smooth. Again, it is a double IPA. And even though it's kind of you expect that hoppy bitterness, you do have some of that there, but it's almost brought down a little bit because of the malts and everything used as well.
So do you have any more of those left?
I got like one left that I got to do the review on. I haven't done a review on yet.
Yeah. You gotta do one. No, you got to do one. You got to do one just the beer itself, but you got to do half of it with a Frosty and French fries and see if it tastes anything like it.
Like a side-by-side comparison?
Yeah, and dip some fries in the Frosty and then try it and see.
Yeah, when I do that one, I'll split it into 2 videos, and I'll do that one that way then.
Yeah, you should do that. No, I think that would be a good video anyway.
And Dolly says, your back is to the window, Todd.
Yes, it is.
But he's on his own land, so he knows where everything is.
But it's a walkout in the back, so unless they get a ladder coming up, I'm good.
Yeah.
But I am facing the door coming through the garage, so.
The true side and fit in my chihuahua for a mini popper. Kidding.
But are you though?
Yeah, October. Yeah, definitely October, Billy. Dolly, I got you back and smash that like button in your latest video. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, show some love to Dolly as well, Dolly and Beanie and everybody here in the chat and stuff that, hit those 3 buttons next to them. It's a fun YouTube community. We're trying to get Todd to start a channel.
I will subscribe to that when I'm done here.
Yeah.
To Dolly's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've been thinking about it. I just haven't done it yet.
And of course here, remember to like, subscribe, comment. I know most people always do that, but just as a reminder, because the YouTube algorithm seems to like it when people do it. So, and then Dolly said, thank you to Billy.
I don't have anything to say, so my channel would be pretty bad. Joe always talks about how bad his channel is. Mine would be pretty bad.
Well, you can do the beer stuff. You like the beer stuff. You do good on the beer reviews when you're on the Beer Flow show. We put you on the spot, so you can do that. Or
you think? Okay.
Yeah, I think you're solid there. You can just have Shannon next to you, just do like Life of Shannon and have her talk the whole time, and people will love it.
That would I'd probably get to I'd probably be able to make money off of that for sure.
You won't do anything. You just be a producer.
I'd quit my job and just be like, all right, we're doing videos. That's all we're doing.
Shannon be instant money maker. See, and then Dolly says, Todd, can you tell us about the smoking process for jerky? I want to make and sell. So you can do a video on that as well.
I actually thought about that. If I did a beer one, I would do some cooking stuff on it too, because I do like to cook, grill, and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, you could Todd's beer and grilling or beer and barbecue. Like that. I mean, some of the guys that do some of the barbecue stuff, they talk about beer and stuff like that when they're doing. And the food channels are pretty popular. I started another channel. I haven't started uploading stuff for it, but I am going to start a food channel as well, where it's going to be basically trying different food dishes on that one and everything. It's going to kind of leave this one at the beer.
Yeah. So I actually, if she's asking a serious question there, actually I used the London broil, sliced it into really thin strips, marinated it in, like I said, I got McCormick's. It's just like an envelope package. I think it's called brown sugar and bourbon, or bourbon and brown sugar. You mix it with some water, oil, and vinegar. So I marinated it for a couple hours, pat it dry a little bit, and then just laid it out on my smoker, and then smoked it for about 2 hours on about 170 degrees, I guess.
Yeah.
Get the smoke on it, and then I kicked it up to about 225 for about the last 45 minutes.
See, Dolly does one because she wants to sell to the bums at the job. So
hey, there you go.
But yeah, she would love to see that. She said as well and stuff.
So my brother done that before, and he would sell by like the little sandwich bag full, and it wasn't much, and people at his work would pay like $6, $7, $8 a bag for it.
Oh yeah, we got guys that bring in our work. He hasn't done. One of my friends, he's been one of my managers last year. His buddies do it over in Indiana. I think Indiana or Kentucky, because we're on that border. And they get Ziploc bags. They bring it in like $10 a bag or like that.
Yeah.
You buy it.
Yeah. Now he would actually do his on a dehydrator, but I do mine on the smoker just to get a little bit of that smoke into it. It gives it good flavor.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Somebody asked for BC Boys earlier, and I was playing Rhyming and Stealing. So I told them BC Boys might actually pop up on here.
Nothing wrong with little beasties.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, you were doing the smoking. Did you tap into your inner Clarence Carter when you were making this, when you were smoking, and be like, I keep on smoking? Smoke it to the east, and I smoke it to the west.
Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter, Clarence Carter. Ooh, shit, Clarence Carter.
I don't know why that song always takes me back to spring break in college.
So, funny story on that song. One night, we used to go down to American Legion years ago. When my dad was still alive, a lot of my family would go down there. So we go down there on Saturday night sometime. This is probably before we even had our daughter. So we're going back 15 years. So on Saturday night, sometimes they'd have karaoke. So I got up and did karaoke one night to that song.
Did you really?
And just imagine like the American Legion, where most everybody was like probably above 60 years old. And there was all kinds of old people out there dancing. And I was like, ooh, yeah.
The question is, did you do dance moves as well?
I might have. There's quite a few beers in, so it's hard telling what I might have did at that point.
Billy said, it's getting past my bedtime. I have to take dogs out and get them treats to get ready for bed. All right, Billy. Well, thanks for coming in tonight, brother. Great hanging out. Cheers, brother. Have a good one. I'll definitely keep you posted when I come up there. And then Dolly asked, can I put that in a crock pot? You can't use smokers here illegal. What?
Oh, where are you at?
I can't believe you can't use smokers there. Hey, see, starts about
Actually, instead of the smoker, just put it in your oven set it at about 170, 175 in your oven.
There you go.
That's basically a dehydrator at that point.
But that's what Dolly says. She is getting a dehydrator as well.
Yeah, that's what my brother used. But what you want to do is make sure, because it's kind of a touchy spot, because you want to get it to where it's pliable, but you don't want it to where when you bend it, it breaks in half.
Right.
And it doesn't take long to get from that point to where it's pliable to where it breaks in half. It doesn't take long. So it's kind of I say don't take long. I'm talking like 10 or 15 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
It might be longer than that, but if you do it in the oven, you probably want to do it for 3 or 4 hours at least, probably.
And then Dolly says she lives in a whiny millennial city, big crybabies, everything they protest. So that's why she can't have a smoker where she's at, I guess. You start about smoking meats, you start talking about it, and guess who comes in the door? Simple Man's Barbecue. Hey, how's everyone? So welcome, Simple Man. Well, thanks for stopping in, brother. And if you guys haven't checked out Simple Man's channel, check him out as well for some nice barbecue type footage and stuff that he's doing there also. And God, now I want barbecue. You know, I'm thinking about it. Do you smoking and barbecuing? Yeah. But this beer is feeling good. It feels good to be able to drink beer again.
It's kind of like kind of Will Ferrell and
yeah,
feels so good when it hits the it tastes so good.
It's funny you said that because I did the last update video I did on the channel about starting to come back and drink beer. I mentioned that in there. It's like beer coming down the funnel.
Yeah, old school.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm like, the way it hits your lips.
Yeah. Tastes so good.
So Dolly said a little Simple Man says a little back. Yeah, Dolly, if you haven't checked out Simple Man's channel, check him out as well for some of the barbecue stuff that he's also doing there too. But definitely want to like connect with like Simple Man and Daz and all you guys. And Simple Man, I don't know what your schedule is, like if you like to stream and stuff like that, but definitely want to do like if you're up for it, do like a pairing type video or something on some of the barbecue you're making and some of the beers that might match up for it. I'd like to get more of those on the channel, so open up a segment for that.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah.
You should get back into the hop series that you were doing.
I should. Yeah, that's another thing. I get out of so many different things, different ideas. You move from one to another. That's probably the biggest thing with a YouTube channel. It's like coming up with different things, and sometimes you forget all the other stuff you're doing. I had a lot of people that like the hop videos.
I liked it, and I know all about the hops for the most part. But I think it's very educational, and it's just good to just, if nothing else, it's a refresher, you know.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go back and do that because I think I'm going to do going forward a lot of the beer reviews I'm going to do live, but I think I'm going to do the hop videos, and I'll do that through my editing software, so I can kind of put some stuff together for that and everything. And upload some more of those. And some people like the beer trailers I was doing for a while too. I haven't done that in a bit, but some of the people started. That one movie's about to come out pretty soon, the Joker one, which I do want to see with Joaquin Phoenix.
Heard he was even better than Heath Ledger in that.
Well, it's a different type of character with this one. So, from my understanding from stuff I've read, this character is more of a dramatic type feel, kind of like, a play versus a movie. So I think it's going to be a different type. It's almost like you're going to have, I think, a sympathy type feel for the Joker character with this one. Like, I don't even know if Batman's in this one or not. I think it's kind of just around a guy getting pushed so far that it kind of causes him to go that angle.
That's a lot of pressure, though, if they're saying that already.
Oh, yeah. Well, Joaquin Phoenix is such a good actor. I mean, he took off.
Oh, he is. He is.
Like, what, about 5 or 6 years ago, he said he was going to retire because he was done. And it's like, he did great, like Johnny Cash, the Gladiator movie, when he did that one. And his roles are always really solid. And then he, took off all his time. I was like, what are you doing? You're, killing it out here. It's like, oh, retired.
I don't need to. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just going to relax, do whatever.
You're like 30 years old. What do you mean retiring?
Yeah, it must be nice. It must either he just is bored or he needs money, so he's coming back.
Yeah, I wonder if something played into it, because his older brother was River, who died in the nightclub at the Viper Room. So maybe he didn't want to get hooked into it as well.
And that very well could be. Could be.
Let me see here, and then
because he died right when he was starting to get into his own and hitting it big.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And then, so let me know. We can hook up somehow. My email is actually on the YouTube in the About section. So we get something connected and get something put together. And we'll do some stuff where I can reach out to you, whatever. We do some collab type stuff. I'm going to do a video tomorrow about a podcast for this upcoming Wednesday. I'm going to be on the Bearded Hopcast. So they want to interview me there on their channel, some different beer stuff. So I'm going to do a video about that. But yeah, I'm always big about the collabs. I'm going to do some more stuff, especially with the food and the beer. I think a lot of people are really interested in that. And then Dolly says, "Hey, Rock, can you do what food goes with the beer you review series?" That's an interesting concept. Now you thinking
that would be good
to do a? Would you rather see it in the video for me to say what the food this would go with, or would you think of me going back and rehashing the video and saying, "Here's food you can match up to this video I've done previously"? So I would do a new video just talking about the food from that previous video that I can put as an annotation that you can go back and check out.
We want to watch you eating. We want to watch you eating Taco Bell and drinking a Miller Lite.
I'm not doing the mukbang. I'm not doing the mukbang.
Oh, come on, Rod.
My wife says, "Let's do a mukbang video." I'm not doing mukbang videos. I'm not going to sit there smacking my lips for the video.
That'd be like what's it, Craig's dad in Friday?
Yeah,
looking his.
Bang, bang, bang. Yeah.
Sadly enough, that would probably be like the highest rated video ever.
Probably. Yeah, but I have to go back to the office. Like, did you just do this on your channel? Like,
and
yeah,
yes, I did. I'm gonna grab another beer. I'll be right back.
Okay. The Superman said thanks to Dolly, and they got each other back. So nice. That's always good to see. Of course, she loves the barbecue. And yeah, I can't wait to see him as well as the Joker. I think he does such a great job acting. To see him actually play this role, it's going to be in that tradition of the guys that played the Joker the best. You know, I mean, Jack Nicholson was one of my favorites to play that role. Obviously, Heath Ledger blew it away later on. Even with Suicide Squad, I wasn't disappointed with Jared Leto, but it was definitely a letdown to what you were used to because Heath was so good at it. But I think Joaquin's going to bring it right back up as well. River Phoenix was awesome. You obviously stand by. Yeah. He was awesome. And the Viper Room, you know, he just died too young. He was one of the infamous 27, right? So he died at age 27. Like Jimi Hendrix died at 27. Janis Joplin died at 27. Kurt Cobain died at 27. There's like 3 or 4 others that died at 27 as well. But yeah, just so young, but he was a great actor. Okay, so Dolly says, yes, rehash the video. So basically, I could do a rehash, play the video in the background and say kind of the food that you might want to enjoy with this type of video and stuff. So, okay.
There you go, Dolly. Here's the jerky. Got a little dark, though. It was kind of hard to see.
Jerky. Teasing.
Yeah. Tease.
Yeah. Oh, teach me how to Dougie. What? Huh? That song was out for a minute. Teach me how to Dougie. For all the football players are doing a Dougie when they're scoring touchdowns, they're getting fined for the no fun league. Yeah.
I'm gonna dive into this one, Rod. Finally.
There you go. Oh, you're finally going to do that. Oh, that's a nice one. That's what, 15.9 or 15.1?
15.7.
0.7, okay. Yeah, I got that a while back. It's that well. That's a Belgian golden ale right there.
Yeah.
Simpleman says, conspiracy or no, the emphasis 27. It was, it was kind of one of those weird fluke things where always great people that died at age 27.
Real quick while I'm thinking of it. So West 6 is getting ready to open up a brewery here in Louisville.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Have you had their Snake Eyes?
Snake Cake?
No, Snake Eyes.
No, I haven't had either one of them actually, but
I don't know about Snake Cake, but Snake Eyes.
Well, they make like a snake cake and snake. They do all kinds of like snake series, like stouts or whatever, barrel age, and they're supposed to be phenomenal. I've never had any of them, but I just saw on Facebook 2 days ago where they've been in the works and they're taking over like this old building.
Yeah,
and they're actually going to do some of the brewing here also instead of in Lexington.
Speaking of snakes, totally off topic, kind of, but Black Snake Moan was on the other night again. I ended up watching some of that again. I was like, I forgot all about that movie.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Jackson,
good one.
Yeah, he did a good job in there too.
When he was talking about Samuel L., I thought she was going to be the other one, but motherfucking snakes on a motherfucking plane.
That's the other snake movie with Samuel Jackson. He said, "You know what's the funny thing about that movie? It sets up to that one scene. It's like it gets to the point, and he's like, I am,' and everybody's like, yes, time, yes, of these, yes, snakes on the motherfucker.
Yes.
What were you waiting on, son? Then you're like, Samuel Jackson about to kick some ass, about to make some boots." Hey, Hans, I thought you had left. So, okay, let me take a look here, Hans. I think I have your email still. If I can get you on here. Todd drinks his beer. We'll teach you how to Dougie in the background. Let's see here. Oh, we got another Oktoberfest Spring Burr. I'm going to have 30 different beers. Yeah, I did the Space Station middle finger video earlier, Todd. There's another one.
Yeah.
No ABV and no date on the bottle.
I don't like the date. Especially if it's an IPA, it should be on there. But ABV to me is like a no-brainer. They should. It doesn't matter what it is. 2%. I don't care what it is. It should have an ABV on there.
Right.
I mean, to me, that seems like it seems like I should be like a FDA type thing. Like,
it should be, I think. It should be regulated by
right.
ATF or something.
Like, you should ought to know what, not that you should be drinking and driving anyway, but, you know, it's the difference if you're drinking a 3% beer or a 14% beer. You know what I mean? Like, you should know what it is that you're putting in your body. IBUs isn't that big of a deal anymore, but
yeah,
ABV should definitely be on there.
Oh, good tune. Give Me Shelter, Rolling Stones. And Dolly said it looked delicious, talking about the jerky earlier too.
Yeah, thank you. It got a little dark on me. I don't know if I kept it on too long, but on my back patio where I was cooking, it wasn't very good lighting. So, and then I got kind of distracted from my neighbor, so I didn't get it off quite as quick as I wanted to, but it was still good. It still was good. It doesn't taste burnt, so I think it might have been part of the brown sugar in there that kind of darkened it up a little bit more also.
Yeah. So what do you think about that one?
I haven't had a sip of it yet.
Okay.
Ooh, smells boozy.
A little bit of boozy.
Got some nice caramel maltiness to it for sure. You've had this one before, right?
Oh yeah, I've had them. Yeah, I had all mine already. That's why I sent you that one.
Definitely get the bourbon barrel presence in it on the nose for sure. Nice little color to it. Let's see. Ooh.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. Definitely feel the barrel presence on that one and the taste. Now, with that being said, at 15.7.
Yeah.
Or no. Yeah, 15.7.
We go big in Kentucky.
Zero warming sensation at all.
A little dangerous, right?
I would probably, if I didn't know any better, I wouldn't even put this at maybe 8% at the most, maybe 9.
Yeah.
I mean, for being barrel aged, now you definitely get the barrel aged presence in it, but it's not like overly boozy. Of course, it has been sitting for, I don't know, I don't see a date on the bottle, but
yeah,
you sent this last year, I think, in one of our trades, right?
Yeah, I think it was like last year I got it to you. Even for Braxton, that's that beer will hold for a while, but yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, it's very good. Got the nice malt presence to it. Definitely big barrel flavor to it. Now, with it being a barrel flavor, it's not a big alcohol presence to me anyway. I don't feel the alcohol to it.
Yeah.
And it is a Belgian style golden ale, so you do kind of get that Belgian feel to it as well. No, this is solid. Braxton to me, it kind of reminds me of one of those kind of 450 North and Listerman kind of path where when they first started out, you're just kind of like, yeah, they're okay. Now they do their Braxton Labs and some of the other stuff, and they're like, a lot of their stuff they're doing now was really good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of the stuff that you get at JO's place there at the labs is probably just phenomenal.
Well, they got the lab. Now that one was actually done through Braxton Brewing.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking specifically on this one. That is in general.
That one I got it at Kroger. For that one there.
I don't know that I ever saw this one here.
I don't know if it got down that far for you on that one. That was like a limited edition one.
Yeah, it says limited specialty release, 66 East Pearl Street, bourbon barrel, golden or Belgian style golden ale, 15.7. No, it's solid. I mean, I would have never put it at double digits ABV for sure. Not that I can tell like from 1% to the other, but you can tell once it starts getting, 10 and above, you usually can start giving it a pretty decent idea. This one here, you can taste the barrel presence in it, but the alcohol, not at all.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Forgot about Dre. What up? Don't forget about Dre. Can't forget about Dre for a few billion he got off that deal.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So will they not kick you off for playing regular music in the background?
Not yet. I haven't been. One time they had one thing it was saying for something, but I think it was. I don't know how it got. I think it's because it was more predominant, maybe how it was coming through or something. But I don't know. But usually it's been fine on the streams and everything. So
I wonder if it's because it's a secondary type party going through YouTube, but it's a different.
Maybe that might be it. I know Chris last night on Eastland Farms. He got, I think, kicked off on his video. I think he was playing music.
Oh, really?
Now we're going to go south to Miami. Going down to Miami. What up, Hans?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you doing? What's going on in
I'm
Miami?
doing okay, but
what's going on down there?
I'm getting a divorce.
Oh, no. Sorry.
That's why you see me online tonight.
You come in dropping bombs, son. What?
I was gonna say, welcome to the show. I'm getting divorced. Not funny. I mean, as a joke. I'm not being that way.
How long you been married?
How long I've been married?
Yeah.
Well, it was 2 years, but before that, it was probably like, let me see, 2 years, 5 years dating on and off.
Oh, wow.
So today I found out she's cheating on me.
Oh, shit.
She doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh,
damn.
Man, sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's why I'm on it, man.
Yeah.
I could talk to somebody at least.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's
drink up then for sure.
No.
Yeah,
Hans might have 4 local in his glass tonight.
Oh, jeez. No, it can never be that bad. Well, I'm drinking for you. I'm drinking for you, Hans. Anyway, this is 15.7, so we'll get there together.
Well, I'm having a natural ice, so
there you go. Okay, yeah. Oh, wow.
I feel kind of messed up, but it's okay.
Damn, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
So did you just found out about it and everything, or?
Yeah, like I was constantly pushing her to tell me the truth because throughout the years she'll never tell me the truth. She's that type of woman that just wanna hide stuff. So eventually she came forward and told me she was cheating on me.
Man.
And it's crazy, bro.
That is crazy. Man, sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
So
what can I do? I gotta move forward, bro.
Hopefully you can ended amicably at least, so somewhat. So it's not too
Yeah, I'm
crazy.
still at the end of the day, you know, I got to sit back and think about it. You know, like I'm not gonna argue with her, nothing. I'm gonna be there for my son. I have a kid with her, so,
Yeah.
and try to be nice with her. You know, I'm not gonna get mad at her or nothing.
Yeah.
You know, probably I had something to do with it. You know.
Well, sometimes the divorce thing, it isn't like the two people. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's like when lawyers get involved, it gets a little crazy sometimes too.
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
does. Yeah.
you know.
There's
But,
the money. There's more money. More people taking the money. Somebody wants something. You know.
you know,
So,
that's crazy.
yeah.
Damn, bro. Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, that's why I haven't
Especially-
been on Joe D's channel
Yeah.
for a long time.
Man,
You
I
know,
hate to hear that.
deal with all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's okay, you know.
Yeah.
Just live life and that's it.
Well, you know,
All you can do is move forward.
you can get that all wrapped up, but you know, after that, you'll be back out on South Beach. You know, South Beach. Life.
Won't take long. Won't take long.
I've been on South Beach a few times. Yeah.
How many women you met, huh?
Yeah. That place.
Yeah.
Whew. Every
Yeah.
guy's got darker sunglasses than the last.
Well, right, I was going to say, is that with or without sunglasses?
Yeah. Oh, you better have sunglasses.
Almost everybody here wears sunglasses for some
Yeah.
odd reason.
Well, they say that South Beach is the sexiest beach behind Rio in the world. And it was like when you're there, you're like you can see why it is.
Yeah.
Well, isn't part of South Beach? Isn't it partially nude?
There's
certain areas.
Certain area, yeah. No, yeah. You can go topless on certain parts. Yeah.
Right.
Well, not South Beach though.
No, you
Oh,
can.
no?
Yeah,
Oh.
no, you can.
Oh, you can?
I thought you could. Yeah.
I was
I
at South
thought you
Beach where
Okay.
women were topless and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so new because I never
This is
seen
your
that.
neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, Hans, you need to get out and explore more. I got a feeling that's coming up soon, though.
You didn't go far enough, my friend.
Well, the only thing I know, like, there's a beach here called the All Over Beach.
Mm. Oh, I know that one. Yeah.
There's one section for the nude people and one section for the public.
Yeah.
But this is the crazy thing about it. One day I went to the public beach, and then right when I was sitting on the public beach on the sand, I seen like two couples banging under an umbrella.
Oh, geez.
So that was the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. And they just got up casually like nothing happened. You know?
Florida beach lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's where you like. Do you actually just start like the slow golf clap, or do you just move on?
I'm gonna tell you one thing: in Miami, it's the most craziest city ever, bro. You see everything here, bro.
Yeah,
see everything.
Miami's a hot city.
Yeah.
I mean, temperature and everything else is just like
Yeah, here the weather is crazy.
Because I used to go down there for my old job. I had Florida for a couple years, so every week I was like, every 2 or 3 weeks I was flying down to Miami or Orlando or Tampa. But you get to Miami. Miami's a whole different world. Miami is just like, people almost wreck just driving down the street just with the stuff you see there.
Yeah, here the drivers are bad.
No, I mean just the women that are walking. Guys just wreck. Just driving. Because there's so many different denominations that come in from different. It's a big melting pot. There's so many different, and it's so hot down there. So the women dressed in like you couldn't wear the outfits they wear in Miami up where I'm in Cincinnati on a hot day. They'd be like, you're underdressed, but down there it's acceptable, and it's just like, it's like crazy.
Yeah, here in Miami, like you see so many different people and so many beautiful women. You don't know what to choose, man.
Yeah,
a lot of hot women here, man. And these Haitian women, I don't know if you ever seen these Haitian women. These Haitian women got the best bodies ever.
Yeah, I've seen that there as well. Everything, yeah.
Actually, my son's mother is Haitian. Actually.
Oh, is she? Okay. Well, it was kind of funny when I used to go to Miami because I'm based up here in Cincinnati, Kentucky, right? So you meet people, you meet guys, you shake hands. Mm-hmm. Some women, you kind of shake hands, and I was like, whatever like that. Miami, a lot of women would give you a kiss on the cheek or whatever, which is totally like I didn't get used to that at first. Like, why is this woman?
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah, that's just how you say hi down there for a lot of the women in the
It's
cultures.
a Spanish thing. It's a Spanish thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the hugging thing, people don't really hug here. What they kind of do is like they give you a pound and they put your hand, the other hand, the other arm around your back. That's it. Like it's not like a regular hug. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's like New Jersey. We were the same way growing up. It's like you grab, you get the hands, come in, run the back. All right, we're out.
Yeah. Your affection is kind of different,
Yeah. Which was cool though. It was cool. It was just like I loved going down there. It was always a blast, like getting down there and seeing the people I had to see and doing the different stuff. And the food, oh my God, the food down there.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fucking sick. I come back weighing extra pounds every time I was in Miami. Like,
what type of food do you be eating?
I don't care if I went to Polo Loco. It was like whatever I had, it was gonna be. I'm gonna eat a ton of it. So When I grew up in high school, I eat like I'll eat pretty much anything for the most part. I like trying different styles. One of my high school buddies, he grew up. His family's from Panama, so I grew up a lot of that Spanish food in high school. Then we go over and have stuff there. But I have Haitian food. I have the American food, whatever it may be. I'll give everything a try. I like to try different things. I'm like, some people go to a restaurant and they order the same thing every time. I always try to find something different. So I want to experiment, see what other stuff tastes like.
But you know what? Like, I'll tell you one thing about Haitian food. Haitian food is very good, but Haitian food is so distinct that it got this smell. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know that smell.
That funk. That good funk.
But people got to realize the smell is like a mushroom. That's what I discovered. Like a mushroom that, or sometimes old like seasoning they use for years, and they won't say it because people will get offended or whatever. But that's what type of things they be using. That's why it has that funk. But once you eat it, it tastes very delicious.
Yeah. And it's like we got some places around here I haven't been to yet, but I want to start eating some of the Ethiopian food because people talk about how good Ethiopian food is as well. We got a couple restaurants around where I live at too that I want to try at some point. Got the Ice Cube jacket for beach right now.
You ever been to Flanagan's?
I've never heard of Flanagan's. Is it a chain? Or is it...
There's like a chain in Miami.
Okay.
They sell the best food I ever had, but what they do in Miami, they give you like a pitcher of beer and you drink all you want. You get fucked up while you.
I was gonna say, is it like a brew house type thing, or?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a bar.
We have a Flanagan's in Louisville.
Oh, you have a Flanagan's? Oh, wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a good place.
I don't know if it's the same thing or not, but.
What is a green type of building?
It's kind of like an Irish setting.
Yeah.
Is that what it is there? Like an Irish type bar?
But here is like I think it's different. Here is more of like a fish hole type of thing, like fishing and all that stuff. I think it's different.
Yeah, probably is.
But the food there is very delicious. Very delicious. Rod should come over, and check it out,
Yeah.
It's hard,
I'd love to get back down there again at some point.
Yeah.
We did a vacation. Oh, there's Pink Floyd. Somebody asked me about Pink Floyd earlier too. I said Pink Floyd might come up, so now I guess a Comfortably Numb playing.
What are you listening to on? Is that like Pandora or? Yeah,
it's Pandora, my shuffle. Well, when I used to be a radio DJ, so I got like a love for all kinds of music. So I got so many different things programmed. Yeah, back in college, I was a radio DJ at one of our alternative stations. I picked up love for all kinds of music. So my jukebox is like crazy. Like you could jump from Beastie Boys to freaking some T.I. to freaking AC/DC to Queen, and then you're back into Biggie. You just don't know where it's going to go. It's just all over.
That's the way mine is too. Same way. But I wasn't a DJ, but maybe that's what I wanted to be at some point. Who knows?
Pink Floyd, though, my freshman year in college, I was from New Jersey, right? So we was going to West Virginia. My roommate ended up being from New Jersey as well. And we both loved like Pink Floyd. So every night we go to sleep listening to Pink Floyd. I mean, like by the time freshman year was over, like Dark Side of the Moon, all that, like Brick in the Wall, all that stuff was memorized in our head because we listened to it so much. But it was like just so comforting of the track on the different albums they had. Pink Floyd is just like one of the coolest laid back bands out there ever.
Were you doing acid during that time?
No,
Yeah,
no,
right.
We weren't doing that, but I would tell you, we tried to watch The Wall one time.
Yeah.
Just like watch The Wall straight with nothing. Had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, what the?
Watched it again with some enhancements. Totally understood what was happening.
You're like, oh, I get it now. I totally get it.
You cannot watch The Wall straight and try to figure anything out.
But Rod, so you did acid before?
Oh no, I never did that. No.
Okay, because a lot of people done it. So.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people. I mean, when I grew up, I was a senior in high school in '87, so it was almost like acid was on a downward spiral at that point. People weren't tripping on it as much. It was kind of going down. Back then, it was like mostly weed that a lot of people did. You had people that were doing like coke and stuff. I mean, anybody that grew up around the '80s knew the '80s was just crazy. Like you could actually go to a bar and you could go to the bathroom and there'd be nothing to see someone doing lines of coke in the bathroom. It was just the '80s were just like a free for all. It was definitely the decade of excess.
Yeah, I heard in the '80s people did a lot of cocaine and it was like just smoking a cigarette or something.
Yeah, I mean they would do that, and that's like when it came out with like the whole spliff when they would put it into the weed and stuff like that and everything. Yeah. And yeah, the '80s were kind of crazy in itself, but stuff coming out that people were like, you listen to Pink Floyd, I don't know, it was just. I always tell people, like, you would see what the '80s were like. There was a movie that came out called Bright Lights, Big City that was done with, like, Michael J. Fox, and I think James Spader was in it. Great movie that captured some of that '80s, what it was, or Less Than Zero with Robert Downey Jr. Just like, that's like what the '80s was, like going to a party like you would see on the parties they were doing there. It was just crazy. I mean, literally. Our senior year in high school, and all I did was really drink. But we would actually drink the night before our football game because we played football. Back then, we played football like Saturday mornings. So we would go Saturday night and we would drink. And it never dawned on me until like week 5 or 6 that we were actually drinking at like the local drug dealer's house. But you would actually go in and you'd have people in one room drinking. You'd have people in another room smoking weed. You have another people in the room that were doing other stuff. And it was like, it was just all sectioned off of people. You just never thought about that back then. It was just like so just nonchalant about it. It was crazy in the '80s.
Well, in Miami, you see that in public places.
Yeah.
You see people doing coke on their cars, in front of people. Here, it's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's Miami,
Whole nother world.
Exactly. This is Sin City, number 2.
Of course, in the '80s, I can't even say how many times I watched Scarface when that came out. I love Pacino in that movie.
That's my brother's favorite movie, Scarface.
Yeah. But I keep a Scarface poster up on my wall. Yeah. I mean, it was a different type of look. I think.
At one point, it was like the highest or the most cussed movie at one time, where they said I think the word "fuck" more times than any other movie ever. But I think it's got to be far gone now at this point.
Said, hold my beer.
right.
Yeah. But it was something about that movie that I think related to a lot of different people from different groups, depending on how you're looking at it. It's like someone that wanted to maybe try to go the right way in the system, but couldn't do it, so he had to go outside the lines to make something happen, to build his own name. I mean, it was just like with America, there's like so many different levels where there's corruption in so many different areas. It's like, here's a guy that went against that grain to build it up over that time, not doing it in a way that was good or anything like that, but it was like he did what he had to do for what he wanted to accomplish in the world, ended up taking it over for what he was looking to see. And then, came crashing down on him and stuff because of what he had done. But it was just something with it. It was just like, it's like the first song, NWA, like at F the Police, it was like, there was a middle finger that a lot of people wanted to say because they couldn't say it. It was just like, when that song came out, it wasn't like they were slamming all police. It was just like something about it that made it seem like it felt right, like to have something like that. So, it's weird.
Yeah, here in Miami, like I talked to a bunch of old school Cubans, and some of them used to be like ex-drug dealers. And most of these Cubans down here, they own like plazas, a whole bunch of condos, hotels, because of the drug era.
Right.
and it's crazy, man.
So they did it. They do what they had to
bro.
do. They do what they had to do, and they had to get out without being caught doing it. I mean, people like all herald like Jay-Z right now with the NFL deal, for instance. But Jay-Z was a known drug dealer.
Yeah.
And he did what he had to do at a certain point to get where he wanted to get to. He got out of it without, getting caught up in anything, and now he's able to benefit from it.
But it's kind of weird now you think about it. Like looking back in the 80s, like coke was like the big drug. It's like, oh my God, you do coke. Now people do coke, it's like kind of taking the place of weed almost in a sense. Like it's not that big of a deal anymore because now you got like meth and heroin and everything else. It's like you do coke, oh, okay, that's no big deal. It's like so what? It's like hitting a joint or something. It's like but back in the 80s, you doing coke, you're like, oh shit, you're doing something big, big time or whatever.
Well, that's
now it's not that big of a deal anymore. It's like whatever.
But that's what I like about Snowfall, watching that show, because it gets into more of the intricacies of why people might be caught up in that drug game, why people might be doing it, why people are, that's the only way out. There's like, did you see last week's episode?
No, I'm 2 episodes behind, so don't ruin anything there.
But it hits on a point there when he's talking between Franklin and Reed. They have a conversation that you'll see, and it's kind of like that's the essence that a lot of people have said over a period of time, right? And how you look at America. So it's kind of like, people have done it, but why did they do it? Well, let's explore why it happened, why they went this way, because there was no other breaks that were opportunities for people.
But that show, I think, is easily one of the top 2 or 3 shows on TV right now, or in general. That show is so good. It's so good.
It hooks you right into it. I mean, yeah. And the music soundtrack, man, it takes me back on the soundtrack.
That's part of it too, for sure.
Yeah.
But have you noticed though, in the last year, I guess maybe this season and part of last season, they got more risque. Like FX is letting them get away with more, they can say the F-bomb more.
Well, have you watched
or whatever?
What's the show on? Let me grab my remote. The show on Paramount that I watched last season.
Yellowstone?
Yellowstone.
That's so good too. That's like one of the top 2 or 3 also.
Did you watch that last season?
Yeah. We're caught up. We're up to that. That's like Shannon's favorite series right now is Yellowstone.
Well, I gotta watch this season still because I didn't start watching it yet. But
it's so good
when the daughter's in the bathtub.
And and she showed a little tear. It was like, what?
This is Paramount TV,
right.
Not once, but like twice or 3 times they did on there. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Right, exactly. I remember that. I was like, what just happened? What show? What channel are we watching this on? Is it Showtime After Dark or what?
They can't do more than a butt on FX, and you're out here showing everything.
What do you think of that show? Do you like that show?
I do. I like that one because, again, it's a good show for perspectives. So I like watching it between Costner's character, like the Native American chief, and then the situation between Costner's son and the Native American wife, the things they have to battle and taking care of their Native American son. And then, of course, you have the outcast players that kind of fit where they're at in it. And then the whole getting into the politics with the other son and the daughter.
Just wait. Just wait. So you haven't watched any of the season
I watched
yet?
The season, but it's cut.
Yeah. It's so good. Yeah, it steps up from last season big time.
But it was I was a kid growing up and I would watch movies. I was like the kid that didn't always like the happy ending type stuff all the time. Like, you always watch these movies and there's always like a happy ending. Like you watch the comic book heroes and the good guy always wins at the end or whatever it may be. It's kind of like life doesn't always work out that way. So when I like seeing stuff where it didn't always have that ending.
Like my divorce.
Well, yeah.
So you wasn't the Robert Kraft then, was you?
Yeah. To see the different shows that have that ending where, okay, this is more where things don't always come out the right way. You can have a bad ending.
Right.
And it's a matter of how these things do. And even like, I said the comic books, right? So you look at the last comic book, you had the Avengers movie that came out the first time with Infinity War, where he basically took out half the universe. And then you came back to the second movie, they were able to go back and kind of reverse it, but they had to also give up a couple of their characters to do so. It's kind of like I like that a little bit more because everybody's not going to be holding into it. You know, you're always going to have like this other part. Like I watch like something like Star Wars or whatever, and it's like, why is Darth Maul got to lose? Why is Boba Fett got to lose? Like all the bad guys are always losing when I watch these things. Always the good guy comes out in the end. Life doesn't always work out when a good guy wins all the time.
So in saying that, do you think that's where kind of the premise of The Boys kind of comes in?
I think it's
where superheroes kind of doing shady shit or whatever, they're always like the good guy or whatever.
Yeah, I think there's a part of it where it says, okay, not all superheroes are, born in gold or whatever. There's bad shit that superheroes do that you don't get to know about, and that's what I like about that aspect, is showing the shady stuff that they would actually do. Because you think you had all this power,
right? They're doing some shit they shouldn't be doing. Right?
Like, it's like I always thought, like if I was a superhero, right, and I was like Wolverine or something like that and everything, right? And I was like, I wanted cash. Who would actually stop me from going and cutting into an ATM and taking cash out? Like, who's going to stop me? Superhero, right? Nobody's going to stop me. I would never have to work or anything. I'd have all the powers.
Or if you get X-ray vision, you're going to be peeping in on somebody.
Yeah.
You're going to. You're just going to.
So you would have all the stuff that you're out there able to do. So it's kind of like The Boys is kind of pretty cool in that. It's saying, hey, this is what superheroes probably would do if they're out there. Who's going to stop them? Nobody's going to stop them. So,
yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to watching that one, actually.
Yeah. But that was pretty funny there. But I did finish watching the Central Park 5. Did you finish watching it?
No, I got the last episode to go. I just gotta watch it. Man.
Yeah, I watched all 4 parts, and yeah, it's a lot of it's a heavy series, but it's really good, and they got the most Emmy nominations of any show this last year.
And if I don't hit you at any point in time, if I doesn't hit you the wrong way, you're just not human.
Yeah, it's just like, and the guy that got it the worst. Well, I can't tell you what happened. Well, you know what happened. I mean, you kind of know what happened, but
yeah, I mean, I've seen 3 of the 4. I basically know the premise of it. Yeah,
he wasn't even with them, and he goes out.
Right.
Yeah,
he was just going there just to show support to his friend.
Yeah. And it's like, and this is why you have situations where some people can't trust the police or don't trust the police.
So Shannon and I watched the first episode together, and she's not watching anymore. She's like, I can't watch anymore. She's like, I'm done. She's like, I don't.
The second was probably the toughest one of all of them.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
It really was. So I've watched the rest of them. I just haven't watched the last one yet. I just keep putting it off, but it's so hard. Like I don't even. It's hard to fathom that actually took place. And it still happens today. I mean, it still happens today.
Yeah.
It's all about getting that win as far as what actually is right in the justice system.
Right.
Basically when it comes down to it, it's 2 lawyers going against each other, and their career, depends on whether they win or lose.
But it's a point, too, where you're supposed to, if you're the prosecutor, recognize the evidence and also uphold justice too, in a way she didn't.
You should, but that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
it doesn't happen.
Oh, look at Jinxie's in the house. I haven't talked to Jinxie in probably 6 or 7 months or something. So good to see. Want to mention tonight, my friend, someone at 1,000. You might have mentioned this. No, you can mention. That's fine. I don't know how many people we still got watching.
Sweet.
That's fine. But good to see you there. It's been a long time. Speaking of a long time, I need to get a beer here. You guys still good to hang in?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm tired.
You tired? You going to bed now, or you going to drink a beer?
No, I'm going to keep on drinking.
All right.
Nice.
Well, I'll let you 2 handle it here. I'm going to grab a beer real quick.
All right, hon. So where are you from? Where are you from?
I was born in Miami, Florida.
Okay.
My dad is Cuban, and my mom's from El Salvador.
Okay.
And,
all right.
Yeah, and what you heard before, I'm having a divorce. My wife cheated on me.
Man, I hate to hear that. Yeah. That sucks. Especially if you have you have a daughter or a son.
A son.
2 years old.
No, he's actually 5.
Oh, he's 5. Okay.
It sucks because when you have a kid with somebody you love, and then she does bad
Yeah.
stuff to you. It's hard, but you gotta move on. I experienced this
I mean,
before.
you can't dwell on it. You just gotta do what you
Exactly.
can do. It sucks either
Exactly.
way. It sucks for him more than anything,
Of course.
but what are you gonna do?
Exactly.
Just gotta make the best of it.
Exactly.
No, I was wondering. I didn't know if he was like born and raised in Miami or if he was from like
Yeah.
somewhere else, or coming to the States or whatever.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Look,
That's cool.
I have that typical Spanish look. So some
Yeah.
people think I'm from another country or something like that.
What? You still have a little bit of that accent. That's why I was
And I have
wondering.
the accent. I
Yeah,
have the
yeah.
accent too. Yeah.
So is that typical, like in Miami, like to
Yeah.
kind
Like
of
if
keep that
you're,
accent or whatever, Cuban accent or whatever, maybe?
you know what it is like when you're Latin. Usually, when you in your culture,
Yeah, yeah.
you're talking around, a whole bunch of Latinos and all that stuff. You get used to that, and then the accent comes out.
Right, right.
So
Yeah.
it's just a
That was
cultural thing.
that was the only reason why I was asking because I wasn't sure if he was
Yeah,
like.
yeah,
I mean, your English is great, but I wasn't
yeah,
sure if he was like from here or moved
yeah.
here or what the case
Of course,
was. So
yeah,
that's why I was asking.
yeah. And where you're from, though?
I live in southern Indiana.
Okay,
So I'm like just across the
yeah,
Ohio River from Louisville, Kentucky, if you know where that's at.
okay.
Yeah. I'm
So
like,
basically, I think you live in like a countryside or something, right?
yeah, kind of, sort of. We're kind of
Yeah,
mixed. I mean, Louisville's kind
yeah,
of big, not really big city, but they hold their own. But where I live at's kind of
yeah,
rural.
yeah,
But we're just far enough outside of the city that it feels kind of country, but it's not really.
yeah. Well, I
It's
live
nothing.
in
It's nothing
yeah,
like Miami for sure.
yeah. Miami is a different thing. Like Miami, everything is a city, but where I live in North Miami, and the area I live is kind of quiet.
Okay.
So, and it's a
That's
city, but you got quiet places.
right, right.
Depends
Well,
where you go.
like everywhere else,
Yeah,
yeah. That's definitely one
yeah,
place on my bucket list I do want to get to is Miami.
yeah. If you come here, you're gonna enjoy it, but just be careful with the women, bro.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah.
Be careful. I'm having a divorce, so
Right, right, right. Yeah, I'm sure it's a hard place to
yeah.
be with one single person. I would imagine.
Here, like I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but here the women they don't care about you. Like most of these women here, and I'm not saying all women are like that here, but most
The
of these women are
majority. Yeah,
chasing
yeah.
the majority. They're chasing money here because it's Miami. You got things to do. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, athletes,
That's how it is. Yeah,
superstars, movie stars, whatever the
yeah.
case may be. Yeah.
Here
So,
there's
so
beautiful women, but
kind of
yeah.
outside the box, I guess. Who's the most famous person you ever run into? Anybody?
Famous person. I'll say R. Kelly at my elementary school, and
Oh, R.
Oh,
Kelly
you ever?
went to
jeez.
elementary
Yeah.
school.
R. Kelly at elementary school, right?
How ironic, right?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Probably in like 96, 97.
Okay, that makes sense.
You
Yeah.
hiding in the closet.
Now,
No,
what
but
was he
take
doing at the
yeah.
school? What was he doing? Just like a
Well,
seminars or a
no,
speaking or something?
yeah, he was like encouraging the kids to stay in school, and he sung, that song Angel or something like that. I don't know. I forgot the song. It's titled
Ooh,
Angel, right?
I
He
don't
was
know that.
he was
He was in
saying,
like
"Do
in a
as
field.
he's
I think
like,
I
do
know
as I
I
say,
believe
not
I
as
can
I do."
fly.
You
Yeah,
know what it is? I believe I could fly. There it
but
goes.
as
I
a Lord,
believe.
I believe
Oh
I can
yeah,
fly.
yeah. There you go.
He was singing that. And the other person I met that was famous was Nardward. You ever heard of Nardward on YouTube?
No.
I haven't.
He interviews people like famous people. And he's Canadian. I met him at like a Whole Foods. I seen him walking with like
Ah,
young girlfriend. He had like a young girlfriend.
Money can do that for you.
And I met another YouTuber. Then I met another YouTuber that was like he's a chiropractor. He got probably like 10 million views on YouTube. I met him at Whole Foods. Yeah. And he's just walking around. Yeah.
Whole Foods is the place.
And then I seen Pitbull when I was like in high school at a
Mr.
barbershop.
305.
He was at a barbershop. Yeah. That's about it. I haven't seen nothing. Nobody like bigger than those people.
Okay.
Probably R. Kelly. That's it. Yeah.
Cool.
Miami is a lot of famous people.
Well, that's why I was wondering, because I know like all the sports figures moved to Florida for tax purposes or whatever, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
If it actually run anybody like huge or whatever.
Yeah. Have you ever met famous people in your state?
I ran into Charles Barkley one time.
Oh wow.
He was here for so the area I'm from, I don't know if you're familiar with golf or not, but Fuzzy Zeller is from like the area I'm from. So he used to have like a pro-am type thing where he'd have like celebrities and pro golfers come in for this fundraiser. And Barkley used to come in for that all the time. And it was before he actually was fairly decent at golf then. Now he's terrible, but terrible. But actually, I ran into him at a local like riverboat casino here. I was going up an escalator and he's ready to get on, and I stopped him and talked to him for a minute. So probably might be. Okay. I'd say he's probably at the top of the list for most famous people I ever met. I'd say. From where I'm at, that's probably pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, he's a 2 major championship golfer. He was born in New Albany, Indiana.
Yeah, Fuzzy. Yeah.
Fuzzy Zoller, yeah.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear.
Yeah, he's won several majors and stuff. But he also had some bad publicity there for a while at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Tiger Woods comment.
Yeah, with the chicken and all that shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I've met him several times, and he's like one of the nicest people you'd ever meet. And I think that whole thing was kind of, I mean, it was wrong, but it was kind of blown out of proportion, I think.
Yeah.
Just from what I know, whatever locally here. But
Founders Brewery.
Nah. What about Founders?
That's Rod's favorite. What are you saying?
Oh, cheers, Brandon. What's going on, man? Hey, if you want to get in, let me know. Just here drinking some beers and talking some shit. And then Jinx said our friend's channel was G Manos. Thanks so much, always. And we'll be back if you're still on after I'm done trying to help with my buddy. Cheers, everyone. And I'm going back to Cali right now with LL Cool J on the jukebox.
Where'd Dolly go? She didn't check out?
Dolly may have. We've been going for a little bit of time. But she may just be silently watching.
Hey, Rod, what beer you having?
I am actually drinking the Up High IPA from Terrapin, which I think was just a re-release of their High Five.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good beer.
Yeah. So just drinking that one right now.
So what did they do? Rename it? They renamed that one?
Because I think the other one's not available now, but I think they just renamed this one. 5.9 ABV, so kind of a weak session beer. Citra Hop India Pale Ale, Up High, captures the majestic flavor of citrusy hops that roll off your tongue like the white caps off an ocean wave. Sit and wonder at the awe of a majestic beach sunset while you ride waves of sun-kissed flavor, sip after sip. Hop! High. So that's their pitch.
You listen to Eminem.
Eminem? You know Eminem?
That's Eminem.
No. You think this is Eminem? This is Aerosmith.
That's a real thing.
That's Dream On. Dream on, dream on. We actually had a debate one day in the office because people couldn't believe that was actually Steve Perry was hitting all his notes.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, that's his actual voice. He's doing all the parts.
Yeah, he could sing his ass off. That's for sure.
Just think, like back when they were like almost on their way out until like Run DMC and they did Walk This Way together. They said that actually resurged them back into the mix again and launched a second career for them. I was talking about a guy watching American Pickers earlier. One of the episodes, they actually found the first van that Aerosmith actually had when they used to tour. Like they toured around the country, the different places to play up in Boston and stuff like that. And actually, one of the guys had it on the back lot of his like house or whatever, and they ended up buying it. And Aerosmith came back and bought it so they could put it in their museum or their dedication place in Las Vegas or whatever.
Really?
Pretty freaking awesome. They came back and they saw like.
Oh wow!
They had Steve Harry there. They had all the guys there from the band. They were all reminiscing about stories that happened in the van, and they were like, "Yeah, this is the authentic thing." And they were just talking about how you had to hold on because the van had basically nothing you could hold on to. They have all their equipment in there. They're trying not to get thrown all around the van when they're going to play concerts and stuff. It was really a cool episode, but yeah.
To me, that industry single-handedly is the hardest industry to crack.
The music
it's all
industry?
about it's all about being at the right place at the right time.
And the right connections.
Because like you said, like Aerosmith, who's arguably one of the perceived as one of the greatest bands ever. Maybe I don't know, maybe ever, but top whatever, you know.
I put them as
and like you said, until Run DMC come along, it's like they were ready to just fold up and whatever. And then they resurge, you know. It's like, it's crazy.
Well, you look at like something like Queen, where Queen was basically on their downward spiral after Freddie Mercury broke off for a little bit, and then Live Aid immersed them back into the spotlight. They started having a run again before Freddie Mercury died in '91.
Right.
It's just like music is a fickle type thing to stay on top of. That's why it's like when you see someone like a Whitney Houston or someone that gets all these like Grammy nominations year after year after year. I mean, it's tough to do all that. It's tough to stay on top of your game that much, you know.
I think you gotta sell your soul when you got these people becoming that famous. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're definitely. I mean, you're in it for the long grind. So you're giving up something there. So I mean, it's kind of like
you gotta give your whole life to it.
Yeah. And it's just like
And
the thing is about the industry. Like when I learned from when I was doing a radio DJ and we would deal with some of the artists and stuff, and we would deal with record companies to get them to send us records for the radio station, all that kind of stuff. And talking to some of those guys and then knowing other stuff that you would read and find out about, like, and the industry is not kind to the artist itself on a lot of things. Like they get screwed on a lot of the records. Like people like wonder how like TLC only had made $1 million, the group, off their first album when they made all these double platinum or whatever and all this money was made, because they kind of get screwed because they don't know how that artist is going to do. So everybody else is getting paid except that artist. And then you see people like in their 70s that are still touring in concerts is because they don't get that much off the points off the records like everybody else does. They got to tour because they're getting money off those tour type sessions. So it's like you see a James Brown out there at 75. He's touring because he's still getting that money off of that, more pure than what any of his records are going to bring him, which is crazy. I mean, they do. I mean, that's like music. They pimp the artist, really. I mean, it's like
for sure.
Yeah.
It's all about T-shirt sales and all that, you know, all the other shit that comes with it, more so than their album or whatever, you know. Ticket sales for a concert, you know.
Especially like female artists, they get hit hard because they got to like hairdressers and makeup and all. More so, I mean, guys will have like some of the makeup stuff now, but they don't get hit as hard as like some of the women do and everything. But you know, you look at the top female artists, everybody thought it was Beyonce, and it was actually Rihanna, because Rihanna has so much other marketing going for her. She's the top female artist in the world right now.
Really?
Rihanna just got the image. She's hot. She know how to make creative music.
She's marketing like crazy. Yeah.
She's a crazy island woman. It makes sense.
I mean, if I had to choose between going to a Rihanna concert and a Beyonce concert, I would choose Rihanna. myself.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
would definitely choose Rihanna.
Yeah.
JB's BB and Guns, what's up in the house? Rod J Fire, welcome, brother. Thanks for jumping in. We got another barbecue channel in here. I gotta get some collabs with the barbecue guys, do some stuff with them.
Yeah, more food guys tonight than beer guys.
Yeah. What are you grilling
Hey,
this
Rod,
week? What are you grilling this weekend, JB? What are you gonna say, Hans?
Roger, what you think about natural ice? You think it's a good beer? I think it's all right.
It's
Not
I
the
mean,
best.
it's kind of like your. For me, I was like a basic type lager and everything like that. Like when I used to play softball, I would drink
Yeah.
natural ice when I was playing. You know.
Yeah.
And I used to pitch and stuff, so it's kind of like it's got enough of a kick on it. You get a little bit of an ABV, but it's not overly done. I mean, you got to be able to accept the lagers and enjoy them because the lagers have that sweetness to it.
Yeah, I used to know this alcoholic veteran. Like he'll drink like a 6-pack of these. I always
Yeah.
wonder why does he drink this all the time?
Right.
And when I taste it, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. It's a good beer. It's cheap. It's 5.9. You get fucked up.
Have you had that Natter Day yet?
Oh, I love Natter Day.
See, Natter Day was a big surprise for me. That was actually better than I thought it was going to be.
It's like you could taste the lager taste to it.
Yeah.
It had that strawberry lemonade, you know.
Yeah. They go down real easy, especially when those hot days.
And it's refreshing, very refreshing.
Yeah.
You got a lot of carbonation in it.
And JB said, "How you guys doing?" He said, "Actually, he smoked a meatloaf tonight." So.
Oh, nice! I gotta try that. I gotta try that.
So JB Todd actually just finished smoking turkey tonight in his smoker here.
Sound like he smoked a.
No, it wasn't turkey. It was beef jerky.
I mean, I'm sorry, turkey.
Sound like you smoke a blunt. That's what it sounds like.
And JB, if you want to get on, let us know. I'll get you a link and everything as well. We're just kicking it tonight, drinking some beer. And pretty much open chat.
Hey, Rod J, I gotta apologize, man.
About what?
Because I'll be on your game chats, going crazy drunk, you know.
You always want to play Call of Duty on the game channel all the time.
I'll be talking some crazy drunk stuff, man. It's having fun, bro.
It's all good.
Me and Todd were playing basketball, and Hans is in the comments like, "Play some Call of Duty, man."
What are you doing? Let's see, shoot some people, not scoring people.
And then
Sorry, I had 6 IPAs that day, bro.
And then JP says, "Check out the video. Tell me what you think on his channel." But he said, "Hold on." He says, "Hell, I need to go grab a beer." Wow. So yeah, we get you in here.
Speaking of, I gotta do the same. I'll be right back.
There you go. Because tomorrow is Sunday, which is Lounge Day. You got anything going on tomorrow? What do you got to do, Hans?
Tomorrow is cure a hangover day. That's what it is for me.
Just keep.
Well, I got something. Well, actually, I have to help like a friend out. I'm gonna help her husband out move like furniture.
Okay.
So we're gonna rent a U-Haul in the morning, and yeah, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Unless my son's mother called me and she wants like a favor, I'll do a favor for her.
Grab a Bloody Mary. I got Pitbull playing right now. I didn't even realize it.
We got Pitbull.
Time of Our Lives, featuring Neo.
Hey, what happened to your arm, man?
I actually, about 3 weeks ago, I was trying to jump over something, and I actually went to catch myself.
Were you drinking during that time?
None of the time it happened. And I went back to catch myself, and basically I didn't catch myself fully, and hand went one way, body went the other, so I fractured my wrist. So they put a plate and screws in there. So I've been off for a few weeks. Let me see. JB's back. I had to make a little gold. Let me see. I'm telling him to email me.
I never had a Michelob Gold. How does that taste?
I don't know. I haven't had that one either.
I had the regular Michelob, not the Gold.
Who's that in the background?
Like
who's that playing?
I'm a B. Black
Okay.
Eyed Peas, little Fergie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm a B. I'm a B.
Yeah, I couldn't. It didn't sound like it, but I could. I hear it now.
Although I prefer the bridges. Bridges falling down. JB said it was really smooth talking about the Michelob Gold, Hans. Back in the day,
Michelob was always smooth.
back in the late 70s and the 80s, they had the Michelob commercials on TV. Like Michelob was like the beer to get to. Like Michelob. And Lowenbrow. Lowenbrow is like the steak beer. Like it's a good night for Lowenbrow.
The only thing I know, I'm getting intoxicated. That's all I know.
That can happen.
You deserve it.
You can do it. It's like the boy.
You can do it all night long.
Bobby Boucher. That's
high quality H2O.
That's probably a bad thing to drink while you found out your wife is cheating on you. It's okay, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it sucks, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll be alright. I'll drink more tomorrow.
The big thing is not. I think for a lot of people try to hold it in too much, and that drives people crazy. So if you can kind of get it out in a way,
I don't.
Better off for that.
Like, I'm the type of person I don't hold nothing in, man.
Yeah.
If something bother me, I'll say it. I won't like insult people or something. You know.
That's like I always go go to my doctor and it's like they do my blood pressure. Like your blood pressure is like always great. It's like 115 over like 70 or something. It's always like a great number or whatever. They're like, I don't care anymore. I don't hold stuff anymore. I just like tell people, I don't do that. It's like
it is what it is.
I tell people what it is. What's bad, It's like people hold stuff in. They drive their blood pressure. Why should I drive my blood pressure up because somebody else is screwing up something?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. My son's mother, she's like that. She holds stuff in to the max.
Yeah.
You know. And I can tell she's killing herself, but
it's like why should I penalize myself because of shit other people do?
Exactly.
I can't control that, so no.
Yeah.
Oh, JB's coming in and just send him a link here.
I think people some people are just kind of crazy because they got this pride and they want to prove something.
And that's like high school shit, grade school shit, It's like, who are you trying to outprove anything anymore? Like, when you're a grown ass adult, like, you gotta grow out that shit.
Exactly. Like, the older I get, the more I realize, fuck pride, bro. Like, pride don't get you nowhere, man.
Yeah. It's like you want me to pat you on your back? I don't care. Do what you're gonna do. That's on you. That's how you live your life. It's like, why should I do anything differently?
Yeah, as long as you release your stress, your anger, whatever.
We were in college one time, and we were at one of our friends' house. And one of her boyfriend's friends was like big in a whole bunch of gun stuff. He does all these guns and talking about his guns, all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, that's cool. So he's like, and I'm like, I didn't respond. I forgot what I said exactly. What I said to him. And I kind of responded back to him in the end. And it was kind of like, dude, if you think your dick is that small and you got to protect yourself, that's fine. I don't really care. That's how it pretty much overall came out to be. And my friend was like, she's like, I've never seen anybody shut him down on his gun talk. I was like, I don't really care about his guns. It's just like people have their reasons for doing whatever they want to do. That's on them or whatever. But, I got no problem with the guns, but it's like I don't feel like inadequate that I have to have a gun.
Yeah. Yeah, some people show off too much of guns, and that's going back to what I was saying. It's pride,
Yeah.
Too much pride.
That shit was like, no, I was done with that. Like back in grade school, trying to compete.
Right.
Yeah. Kind of stuff. It's kind of like, I mean, it's just like, not to get on the whole political thing. It's like watching some of the presidential stuff, and it's just like, it's like really like Trump is still out here talking like he's in grade school. Like just you sit there and you're assaulting people. There's nothing positive coming out of that when you're sitting there trying to assault people. You're supposed to be a leader of the world. was like, how does anybody else not see that out there?
Well, they do. They just
like,
want to turn. They just want to turn a blind eye. That's all it is.
If that was your kids, you'd be putting soap in their mouth or send them to bed or something. You'd be like, but it's kind of just like, I don't know. Little sweet old child of mine, sweet child of mine.
The playlist is all over the place. I like it.
Would be. Yeah.
I like it. I like it though. Sounds like my playlist.
Yeah. Like I said, my appreciation for music is big, so it was a good song. I enjoyed it.
Who's that? Who's that singing?
GNR, Axel, Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
Sounds like a relaxing song.
Sweet Child of Mine. Actually, it is kind of relaxing, especially for a kind of a rock song like it is. You can kind of
Hans, you don't know Guns N' Roses?
Yeah, I know, but I don't really listen to rock that much. But certain rock, I gotta start getting into music, man.
Yeah, you can just sit back and chill and like when I was in, I say in school, but even after school, when I was like, if I got to research something or learn something for work or like that, everything, I just have music in the background while I'm learning. It just relaxes me a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, music is like a therapy.
Yeah. It's like today, I was doing a bunch of stuff, getting my YouTube channel updated. I was sending emails out to some of the beer people I met at the last beer fest and all that kind of stuff. I had music playing, just got in the zone. And it's like 8 hours later, it's like, I haven't eaten dinner yet. It's kind of like I get locked in. I just do. I mean, music is like one of my most soothing things to do to kind of relax and chill. Like
that's what my daughter does. She'll sit there and study, and she's got her headphones on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what are you doing? You can't study with your. She's like, oh, it just kind of relaxes me, whatever. I'm more open-minded or whatever. I'm like, all right. Yeah. What are you gonna do when you go take a test? You can't listen to your headphones.
Actually, today I don't know. They may let them in some of the schools.
Well, that's true. They might. I don't think she can, but you're true. That's true. They might be able to.
Yeah. And then JB, I sent you that link. I don't know if you're having trouble with it or not. So let me know. But
I'll be back. I gotta take a urine.
Okay.
Be back.
Hey, Rod, do you guys get any Central State in your area?
We actually do now. In fact, I think I have a Central State beer in the cellar right now.
Do you?
Yeah. Which one you got there?
This one is Polyjuice Potion.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
So they released this one like it's kind of rare, kind of rarity. They don't even list what kind of style it is. I would put it more towards a Berliner Weiss, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's really good. It's solid. They do some pretty good stuff actually out of Indianapolis.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say that. I knew they were out of Indiana.
Shannon really likes this one, but she dragged her feet as long as she had. I'm gonna drink it.
You slow, you lose.
We're far enough in now. She ain't gonna see this part anyway.
Yeah, she does. God bless her. Although I feel like people come back and they watch it in parts.
Well, true.
Because I mean, it's kind of like a podcast type thing.
Like 3 months later, she'd be like, 3 months later, she'd be like, what the fuck? I'm like, what are you mad about? You drank my beer. It's like, oh, well, it's been in the fridge for like 2 months. We talk about.
Like, where you been? You should have been here.
Yeah, exactly.
Drink it all up. It was good. It was good.
I'm back.
There he is.
I'm back.
Yeah, I do the video tomorrow about the bearded hopcast or podcast that I'll be on Wednesday. That'll be kind of funny. That'll be kind of cool. They had Afro Beer Chick on there last week too. So I was listening.
So who is that you're doing it with?
The Bearded Podcast.
Oh, okay.
So the three guys that do a beer channel. When they do a podcast, they do a YouTube channel. So they went and did ask me to come on so they can interview me and talk about beers and stuff.
Cool. Is it going to be a live one or no?
Yeah, it'll be live Wednesday night. I think like at 9:30.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll put a thing out on the channel so people can know so they can tune in if they want to. Tribe Called Quest, check the ride. Yeah, I think tomorrow the wife's gonna make dinner, so I don't have to worry about that. But
Oh,
you have a wife?
What's she making?
Yeah, she went to try to make goulash.
Ooh,
which I haven't had in a long time. So I'm like, you think you can do it?
You have a wife?
Can't really mess that up though, can you, Hans? You have a wife? Funny, but not funny.
I think any meal can be messed up, but yeah, I think she'll be fine. But I want to make ribs again. I made ribs like a few weeks ago, and they were really solid.
I actually thought of making that tomorrow, putting on a smoker.
Yeah. I should get a smoker. I should get a grill again and a smoker, but just haven't done it yet. Got rid of the other one a few years ago and never replaced it.
Yeah, I bought that pellet smoker back in February, I think it was. I like it.
Yeah.
It's almost kind of a set it and forget it kind of thing.
Yeah, I got one of those. Those are actually pretty cool to use. I do all kinds of stuff in that one.
Hey, how old are you, Roger?
Me, I'm 5'0", baby.
Oh, you 50?
Yeah. So I got the gray beard.
You don't look 50 though.
I probably look 60 now with this beard. I haven't shaved since I got injured. I got to shave it down, so I'm trimming it up.
What about you, Todd? How old are you?
You're muted, Todd.
Oh, sorry, I don't know how that happened. I am 43, soon to be 44 in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Nice.
Crazy, bro. Like both of you guys don't even look your age. Like, Paul look like he's like 33 or something. Like,
wow, even all the gray hair, I appreciate it.
How old are you, Hans?
I'm 31.
31, yeah.
Oh, nice. All right. Youngin'.
About to turn 32 this year.
Nice.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
October 9th, 87.
Nice, all right.
I'm a Libra.
Yeah, my wife's she's a October 22nd. I think she's a Libra too.
Mine is September 1st, and I'm a Virgo.
Virgo. See, I'm March 9th. I'm a Pisces, so I flow with everything, baby. Smooth.
So Hans, you actually are a millennial, but I am the resident millennial.
You always call Todd a millennial.
Yeah. I'm new school.
So you still drinking Natty? You get a 6-pack?
Yeah, well, not a 6-pack, 4-pack.
4-pack in the pint cans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm drinking like a 4-pack of the pint cans, and I'm drinking like 211 at the same time.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be drinking something more stronger than Natty tonight. Just saying.
Natty,
it's crazy. You know what's so crazy? Like this day, ever since I found out she cheated on me and all this stuff, I just slept 2 hours last night and I'm functioning. I don't know how the hell I'm functioning.
Yeah.
2 hours of drinking beer, drinking 211. I just drank like 211.
211.
So what do you usually drink, Hans? What's your go-to drink or whatever? Well, I don't know go-to, but your normal, yeah, whatever.
Well, I prefer craft beer. Usually, I would just go to like Total One and buy like Jai Halai.
Okay.
I'll buy like
Cigar
Bell.
City.
Yeah. I'll buy like Bells. And I don't know. I just buy like IPAs usually.
Gotcha. All right, it's my kind of guy right there.
That's my thing, IPAs. Like actually, I like the best IPA I ever had will be Dirt Wolf. It'll be Dirt Wolf
Oh, Dirt
IPA.
Wolf is Did you tell me about Dirt Wolf, or somebody else told me about Dirt Wolf? I think you may have, Hans, told me about Dirt Wolf.
Aren't they like out of Pennsylvania or somewhere?
No, you thinking of
I think
Oh, it's Dirt Wolf out of.
that's a very good beer. A very good, like I think is an Imperial IPA. The flavor so delicious, and then my other favorite beer would probably be
Oh,
the
this Dirt
Elite.
Wolf is Victory. Yeah, they're Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Victory. Yeah, that's Victory. Dirt Wolf.
I had the double IPA. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a really good beer.
gave it a 4.25 with Untappd.
And cheap too for what you can get it for.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's cheap, and then once you grab it, once you taste it, you be like, "Wow, so cheap, and it tastes good." You know? But
I like the song. I like the song, by the way.
Lil Jon, yeah. Every time a Lil Jon song comes on, you're like, I want to go to the club.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got the club sound down. Back in the 80s, Miami had the club sound though with Two Live Crew and the Crews that came out.
Oh, 2 Live.
Yeah.
you ever been in Miami when Two Like Crew was here?
I never went to one of their shows, but I've been down there. Yeah, well, not in Miami, but like '87, our spring break was the year you were born. Our spring break was in Fort Lauderdale, was like the last good year for going to Fort Lauderdale, and it was all like Miami based. It was all Magic Mike, Two Live Crew. All the music was just booming. Just be out there on the strip, and just be like cars, be like boom, 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 like they had all the Miami sound up in Fort Lauderdale.
So, Rod, your senior year was the year that Hans was born.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm stuck in the middle there, so I'm just saying. Let's pay back for all the millennial jokes in the past.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hans like, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah, because I'm intoxicated. No, but how old do you guys think I look? Because some people think I look like I'm 40 or something.
I thought you were like mid to late 20s, even.
Okay, I look young then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have put you maybe middle 30s, maybe.
Yeah, the reason why I asked
But
that question.
you're 31s or whatever, so that's close.
Yeah.
But I could see like mid to high 20s though. Also,
I'm getting bald at this age.
welcome to my world. Welcome to my world.
Why? I need women.
You gotta shave it off and let it go.
I got more hair on my face than I do on my head.
I need to shave my head and shave my beard.
But you know what? Like people that are bald, they're more manly than people that are not bald. That's what made me think. A lot of people saying like scientists or whatever.
How
That
they say?
means you get testosterone. You're more, how to, be responsible or whatever. That's what they say. That's in my opinion.
How they say now? I mean, that you're going to be out there after a point. They say bald men are sexier than women, so keep that in mind as you're back on the scene.
Yeah, once I look for another woman,
Yeah.
I might have a patch,
Look at Pitbull. Pitbull shaved his head. Mr. 305 does all right. Tucker is now just Chinese are here. Watch out.
Tucker Dugan.
That's funny.
His name is Tucker Dugan.
Tucker.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I ain't no joke. see what else we got here.
If you need a new home appliance,
Whoever had a divorce in this,
Not I.
Nope.
man, you lucky, man. That's luck.
Yeah.
Well, the level being over 50% or more nowadays, I guess.
Yeah, because you know what? Like I'll be analyzing my marriage and all that.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, people like as a man, you think with your penis. That's the problem.
Little head, big head,
You
little
think
head.
with your big head, little head, yeah.
Well, I think it's a different time though too. I think sometimes.
Yeah, and nowadays, like you know how women back in those days, they wouldn't be looking for material stuff and all that. They'll look for like a man that will take care of them, that will love them, affectionate. Now it's like women is backwards. They look for material.
Yeah.
Thing. Like what you do for them, that shows that you care. Back in those times is what you show as emotions. You know, it's a different thing. You know, like nowadays it's different.
Yeah.
And I know that as a 31-year-old in Miami.
Well, I mean, it's like we've been I've been married like 26 years. I know Todd, you've been married 20 something years, 20 years, right? Something.
Been 16 official, but we've been together for 22.
Yeah. Just like a different thing, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Hey, Beer Chugs in the house. What's up? What's going on, Beer Chugs, my friend? Let me know if you want to try to join in. China Cool says greetings, American friends. Welcome, China Cool.
Greetings, baby, you.
Or salutations.
But I'm gonna tell you one thing about marriage. You have to
China,
learn how to
Beijing is a popular.
deal with a woman. You gotta
You
learn
said
how to
what?
deal.
Would you say, Hans?
I said like in a marriage, you gotta learn how to deal with a woman.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a give and
You
take.
know,
It's a give and take for sure.
Yeah.
you have to, you have to sit back and just take it. You know, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And in my case, in my marriage, when I analyze my marriage, I wouldn't just like leave it alone. I just argue. That's a bad thing, you know. But I was young, when I first met her, I was 20. You know what I'm saying? You young, you don't know nothing, you know. I'm still young, but now I realize it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you listen to the whole living and learning, right? So you learn as you go.
Yeah. Women are just a different machine,
Yeah.
It's a different machine that you gotta understand.
Men are from Mars, women from Venus.
Mhm.
You got
Got what I need.
You said you just a friend. That's a big dude. I met Bismarck back in the day. He is a big guy.
Yes, he was. That's a guy being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Unlike my life when he's seen.
What'd you say? Like your life? What?
Like what he's saying is just like my life, the same thing.
Yeah. It's not the happiest of songs.
No.
I know, yeah.
No guy just wants to be just a friend. Beer Chuck says he has his son there too much right now to be going live.
Come on, man.
You could do it, Bobby Boucher.
You can do it all night long.
You know what? Talking about sex.
Salt and pepper. Let's talk about sex. What?
I gotta get it out there.
Well, I mean, if you want it, you got to go get it.
I'd say you're in the right place to do it.
The other reason why I divorced my wife because you haven't had sex with me in 7 years. Put it that way.
But you've been married like 2 years, right?
And your son's 5, so I think that's.
Yeah, I think it matches off a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little. Maybe a little.
I had my son in 2014. But I conceived him in 2013. But that's the last time I had sex with her.
But that's before you got married.
Exactly.
It usually doesn't get cut off until after you're married.
The thing is, I'm just telling you how terrible this person was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Divorce is rough. Being with somebody is rough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Notorious B.I.G. Yeah, he died on my birthday,
Did he really?
March 9th.
Mm.
So I'm fully connected to him forever.
Forever and
Died
ever.
on my birthday.
So that day you were celebrating your party, and then all of a sudden, oh, Biggie died.
No, yeah, no. I just remember it happened like on March 9th. It was like the day.
And then everybody stopped the music.
Yeah.
They stopped eating cake. Whatever they doing.
Pour a little liquor out for him.
History will look back at it as the day of the East and the West wars. The East side, West side.
Yeah. That was a crazy war, East and West. Got killed over some stupidity, you know.
Yeah, it was just some stupid stuff that happened back then. It was,
yeah.
I mean, because I was on the radio back then. I was on the radio. We were doing some of the stuff in the '90s, and it was like a lot of it was misunderstanding or people talking stuff. But like, it was like the whole Tupac got shot. He thought they set him up, and he got shot out there in New York, and that led to the whole beef started. And then like when Snoop and Dre got booed that year at the BET Awards, and that started some stuff there. And went from one thing to another, and just crazy over stupid stuff too.
Yeah, it makes it so crazy. They were millionaires. They're making a whole bunch of money, and they are arguing over something dumb.
Stupid.
Just the street cred. Tucker says he can't see me. You should be able to see me, Tucker. Everybody else can see me. You guys can see me.
Yep.
Yeah. Remember one of the artists, Tim Dog, when I was in school. He made a record. It was called Fuck Compton. He was one of the artists from the same label as Criss Cross and Nas and them, and that was like a big hit, underground hit. You didn't play on the radio as much, but that didn't help things. That actually made things a little bit worse.
Who is that?
Tim Dog.
Tim Dog.
Yeah, he had a song called Fuck Compton. But yeah, that was all kind of stupid BS at that time.
I wish I had an IPA instead of a natural light.
An IPA rather than instead of a natural light?
Yeah. I'm drinking like 2 of them, and it's already getting tiring.
Your natural, yeah.
IPA got more flavor, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. It gives you more than what that does.
You know, it's okay. It gives you a nice buzz, but IPA gives you a better buzz. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I'm not religious, but I always liked this song.
It's kind of happy.
Yeah.
What song is that?
Spirit in the Sky by Norman Greenbaum.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the yawns all of a sudden.
Yeah.
So, Hans, who's your go-to music that you listen to?
Eminem.
Who?
Eminem.
Eminem?
You
Eminem.
big Eminem fan?
Yeah,
That's a
I am
good one.
big fan.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I don't know. You could just relate to him. You know, he's an honest guy and makes so much music that you can relate to. You know. I listen to other music like I'm mostly into rap music. Tupac, Biggie, More Technique, uh, Dean Gray, Tim Dog, stuff like that. You know.
Tim Dog. You don't know Tim Dog.
That's on the far side, right?
Tim Dog was the guy I mentioned earlier.
Exactly.
He's big time.
Actually, I think Tim Dog. I don't know if he might be dead now. I don't know if he's still alive or not either. Some of these guys that died.
Is he from the far side, right? Something like that?
No. Tim Dog was from New York. He wasn't part of a group or anything. He only had like the one song, but he had other stuff. But he was part of. I think about he's part of Ultramagnetic MCs, but that was like his one breakout song by himself.
Well, he made one song and that's it.
Well, he was part of a group that did other songs, but he made one he did I think maybe an album, but that's the only song that was good off the album.
It's a one-hit wonder.
Yeah. But at the time, everybody in New York was singing "Fuck Compton," and people on the West Coast didn't like it. So, but back then, you used to have a lot of diss records where people would battle against each other. LL and Kumo D.
Hey, Roger, how many bits you had?
Like 3? Just 3, I think.
Same thing here, 3.
Yeah. Had to look back behind me like, what else did I have in there? Maybe no, I'm sorry, 4. I have 4. I did a review a little bit before I went live. I did the Space Dust, not Space Dust, but the Space Station Middle Finger for 3 weeks.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
What about Todd?
They're offering the lowest prices in town.
I've had, well, I'm going to say 4 since we've been on because this bottle's big.
That's like 2 in itself.
Right. So that's 4, and I had probably 3 before I got on.
Are you still doing the Pearl?
No, I'm drinking the Polyjuice Potion from Central State.
That's right. So you back to the Pearl with no problem. You were good to go.
Well, sure, yes.
What's the ABV in the Polyjuice?
It's 7.
Oh, yeah.
Todd's my best friend now. He feels like a motherfucker, just like me.
Yeah, you liked that 66 Pearl with no problem. 15.7. You were like, it's going. Yeah.
I'm a man, baby. I'm a man, baby.
Like Ricky Bobby, I play for keeps.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah. Did my whole life by that creed. A little 50 Cent right now. Hate it or leave it. 50 Cent hasn't had a song in a while, has he?
Is he still alive? I don't even know. I ain't heard nothing from him for a while.
He makes all that money off of he came up with the vitamin water.
I say he did. Oh well, yeah, that's true.
He gets paid off the vitamin water.
That's true. So did a couple of movies there for a while, but
yeah, is it Curtis? 50 Cent Jackson.
Yeah. That's 50 to you. No, you're Curtis. You're Curtis.
Yeah.
I guess he made his and got on his way.
Yeah. Kind of moved it through.
More power to him, I guess.
G unit.
I hope she don't take my money at court.
But that's where the lawyers start getting involved. That's the issue.
That bastard.
Lawyers can make it worse sometimes.
Yeah.
That's like the easiest way you can do it is a dissolution rather than divorce, where everybody if there's not a lot of assets, you can split everything off.
The easiest way is not to get a divorce.
Well, yeah, that's the other.
True.
That's the
Yeah,
easiest
true.
way.
Yeah. But she don't want to get a divorce.
She
No,
don't?
she wanted to get a divorce.
She wants to. So did she file for divorce then?
No, it actually was me.
It was you to file after you found out, yeah.
But once I decided to, try to work things out, she don't want to work things out. She want to get a divorce and take my money, basically. Okay.
That's fucked up. So she's the one that screwed it up, but you still have to pay her in the end, probably.
But get this, the only reason why she want to have a divorce with me, I don't know why I'm talking personal here, but I'm just trying to talk, but the only reason why she wanted to get a divorce because she wasn't born here. And she wants her green card.
Mm.
So she realized she could do the green card by herself because she wants a divorce. But if it wasn't for the green card, she'll still be married with me. That's the other mess about her,
So where's she from?
She's from Haiti.
Hey, from Haiti?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mm.
When you have people from other countries that come here, they're gonna act crazy. They got no morals. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest right now.
Well, no, I'm sure down there you see it a lot. I imagine.
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't know with the policy now, she may get sent back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people tell me, but she acts like she does everything by herself,
Well,
But eventually she's to me,
So if that were to happen, they send her back. What about your son?
Yeah, most likely my son's gonna stay with me because he's a U.S. citizen.
He was born here. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't know. I wasn't sure how that would happen. Because a lot of times, here in the States, it goes towards the woman. Either way, no matter what, for the most part.
Yeah. Unless the woman decide to be like, okay, let me go make a passport and we take the son out of the state,
Yeah.
I'll tell you she could do that.
But in your instance, I wasn't sure if they deported her and.
But you know what?
Even though your son is American, I didn't know what they would do, if they would do that or not.
You know what? Most likely they will deport her and keep my son here. But if she, I know how she is. She'll probably take my son over there and live over there. That's how crazy she is,
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm being personal right now, but that's the reality, bro.
Do what you gotta do.
What can I do, bro?
Yeah. All right, you can do what you're at now. So yeah.
Red light, no mirror, not a jacker in sight. Kim, she fuck all night. What sport are you playing? Basketball. I'm trouble. Last week, fucked around, got a triple double. Cube, I love some Cube.
Yeah, Cube is one of my favorites. Sometimes he gets underestimated when you look at all the different rappers out there, but he has some good stuff. Still has some good stuff.
The thing is,
Cube tried to blast me.
Cube roll right past
me. The thing is, Cube is book smart. So at the end of the day, some great music. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, because when he puts this shit, it's not like nowadays some of the rap is just like you're just throwing words in there because they sound alike, but it's not even got any nothing pulling it together. There's nothing there in the middle.
Joe little cash flow.
Todd's on.
I like the song. It's one of my favorites.
It's a smooth one. Yeah. Yeah.
It's back in my heyday right there.
Yeah. Back when you were rolling. Oh, still reserve. 211 right there. What's that? 8%?
The danger right now.
What's the ABV?
Still reserve. Still reserve. Like the big super
8% on that one, or is it the lower one?
It's 8.1%.
8.1. All right. I know some places have the lower versions.
Eric would be proud.
Yeah, malt liquor food.
Just someone drink it slowly, so.
Yeah, you say that.
Chug it. Just chug it. Just chug it.
I'm gonna chug it right now.
Fat burger.
Fat burger.
I've had fat burger once. It was good though. When I had
Never had
California.
one.
I don't think they're outside of California. I saw In-N-Out was taking some hits nowadays because they said the main, I guess the owner or whatever, was a big contributor to Trump, I guess, campaign. So people weren't buying In-N-Out. You're based in California, so it's kind of like you're in a liberal state. So it's like people were starting to not go there or something.
Oh, for fat burger?
Yeah, no, for In-N-Out burger. In-N-Out burger.
Oh, In-N-Out burger. Okay, yeah.
Beer Chuck said, Todd, you the dude that owns a pub restaurant. No, I think he's thinking you own a restaurant because he's just drinking so much beer.
I wish. I should.
I don't know. I watch freaking Taffer show.
I'll be back. I gotta take another piss.
All right. Taffer
Dang,
show.
Hans.
Little bladder for the millennials.
he's young, and so we gotta, you are what you are. Just kidding.
Too much beer.
Yeah.
It happens. Once you break the seal, you're over with.
No, I don't think you would have guessed this song would have been on my shuffle. Hear it?
Yeah. That's what you're gonna do. So Oasis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do. About you now.
Really the one hit wonder too. That song.
Yeah, for sure.
One jukebox is all over.
Actually, it was a pretty good song, but that was like one hit wonder for sure.
Yeah. Should do like a music trivia night some night.
Oh, God. My cousin actually turned me on this and was like, oh, they're great. I'm like, really? They only got one good song. maybe two. I think they had one other song, but I can't even think what it was.
They're like flock of seagulls. They were here and going so fast.
Yeah, right. Now you see me? Now you don't.
Yeah. And I run so far. These guys are going to be awesome. What do you mean they're not here anymore?
You know what? You didn't finish the song. They're already done? What are you talking about?
What was the other one? The group that sung Aha or whatever? Take Me or whatever? Take Me home.
Yeah.
Take on me. Yeah. Like they were like going
Take me on. Damn, Hans, this is the fastest pee I've ever seen in my life, I think.
Yeah.
It's coming out fast, man.
That natty don't mess around.
Well, that's true. That's true.
This is my fourth beer. This is my second sip.
Yeah.
About me now.
I remember they were like on the MTV Awards. They had a whole big production and stuff too. And it was like, they have more than you would get for like a one-hit wonder group usually.
Oasis?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they first come out, you thought they were like the next greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
And it was like, what happened to them?
Beer Chuck
As far as I know, they might have like 45 albums. Who knows?
Yeah, they're big,
Yeah.
big overseas.
Right.
Yeah. Beer Chuck said, "Wrong guy." LOL. I thought you were the guy that owned the pub restaurant.
Oh.
Wonderwall. What the hell is a Wonderwall anyway?
Wonderwall.
What is a Wonderwall?
I don't know.
But it sounds really cool.
Yeah.
I want one in the backyard. Out there by the deck. I want a Wonderwall.
Unless, is that what Trump's talking about? Wonderwall. I'm not sure.
Wonderwall. Maybe some. Somebody missed an opportunity to have like a video of like Trump walking the border and like singing Wonderwall, like when the wall was on there. That was a good video.
Wait, what's going on here?
Just having staring off an open space.
Yeah.
Wonderwall in the background, him looking, like wondering if he put the wall there.
Just being like scratching his chin and deep thought, like not sure what could be. It's like come and gone. He done missed the boat.
Yeah.
And the whole thing, not get too political, the whole thing on that is ridiculous to me because his wife, if I'm not mistaken, is an immigrant, right?
Right. with some questionable ties that might actually be illegal at a point. Yeah.
Right, exactly. And wants to block everybody else out. First ladies.
I mean, technically,
falls under the category.
Technically, their son is like an anchor baby, and then their parents came in through chain migration. So it's like everything he's trying to prevent, he kind of actually had done with the wife there. Like 2 of his 3 wives were immigrants too. So
right, yeah, exactly. And we wonder why we're the laughing stock of everything.
We go. So you travel out of the country. We went to like I said, Jamaica earlier this year. We went to Cancun last year. Dominican probably a few years ago. But it's almost like you go out of the country sometimes. Oh, where are you from? And you're like, do I want to
Canada?
I want to say United States.
Yeah, right. Like,
it's like
where do you want me to be from? That's where I'm from.
It's kind of crazy sometimes, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're almost afraid to say one way that, you know.
But I saw the video today of the some of the video of the El Paso shooting that took place. And the one guy who had the wife that she had no family really, like 60 years old or whatever, 61 years old. And so he invited anybody that wanted to come to the funeral, and like hundreds of people showed up. And it was like from all different branches across diversity and everything like that. It was like a pretty cool thing to see that all these people came out to show support for him and his wife that had been shot during this thing, how they're not going to tolerate a lot of stuff being said. That's what it takes, more of that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah.
This came out when I was in college. Yeah.
Jump around.
Yeah. They call House of Pain like a one-hit wonder. I'm like, really? I'm like, technically their lead singer is Everlast, who has had hits like when Whitey Sings the Blues.
Right.
Also, in his solo album he did himself before House of Pain, he did good stuff.
Yeah.
And actually, they got good songs on their album. I like this album. I got that in the basement too, and they got some pretty good tracks on it. Jump Around was just so huge.
That was yeah.
I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Actually, until you said that, I forgot that actually took place.
With Everlast and everything, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about him being part of that, you know, whatever.
Yeah. It's a hype song, though. You get hype when you hear that.
Well, that's what I think Wisconsin football plays like at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
And they all just like go crazy jumping around and whatever.
Jump
up and get down.
Was that a Mrs. Doubtfire? There was a scene when Robert Williams was doing Jump Around. Yeah, they had a thing like I guess it was this past week, the anniversary of his suicide or whatever. He died way too young for what he was.
Yeah. See, how long's that been?
Like,
Talking about Epstein.
like 5 years or something, maybe? I don't know. It's been a while.
Jeez. Yeah.
What do you say, Hans?
You talking about Epstein?
You what?
You talking about Epstein?
Epstein?
Yeah.
What Epstein? For Robin Williams?
No, Epstein, the millionaire.
Oh, that guy. No, that's a different suicide there. That guy, it's like, I don't even know if that was a suicide. I think that might have been a hit. They kind of like, they were supposed to check on him every half hour and they didn't. And kind of like, conveniently, there was no guards around. I think that might have been a hit on that guy.
Hey, you guys like fucking around. I know that.
What? I think they may have strangled Epstein.
Yeah.
But they're still pressing forward on some of the stuff, which is good for the women that, get their justice. It was funny though, because it happened like right after he named like Bill Richardson and a couple other prominent officials that were like that one victim came out saying she had allegedly been set up with through him, and then all of a sudden he's dead. It's like names are getting named and then he's dead. Like, how convenient.
Because he was linked to a whole bunch of stuff. Dude.
Oh yeah, he had a book on people and stuff too. They said.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a song I've heard in years.
What is it?
See if you can figure it out.
Who's that? Oh yeah.
You'll know when you hear the chorus, you'll know it.
No, I know the song. I'm just thinking of the group now that plays that song. It's a remake. They remade it since. That's not Africa, is it?
It is Africa.
Okay.
Who's the group?
Yeah, no, I know that, but I'm thinking Weezer. Weezer did a whole like remake album, and they played that song.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They redid that song. Like that whole album's really good, dude. Like Michael Jackson, they did this song. Weezer or Africa. They did all kinds.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the name of the album is, but Weezer did it. They actually do a pretty good job on most of it. Actually, for this song here, they actually might, I hate to say do it better, but that might actually be pretty good.
Whoa.
Yeah,
whoa.
Right. And no, I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. It's actually pretty good.
Have you heard this one before, Hans?
No, because I'm intoxicated.
Such your final answer.
It's a classic song.
It is a classic song. No, Rod, you should check it out. Check out Weezer's. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's actually pretty good.
Yeah. What was that somewhere before they were playing? They were playing like Journey, Don't Stop Believing. And every time I hear it now, I just think of The Sopranos. Whenever that song comes on.
Yeah.
It's so tied to that movie, that show now.
That's true.
They're supposed to be making a Sopranos prequel.
Really?
Yeah, they got one of the. I know the actor playing the young Tony Soprano, some other people. So, like from when he was like in his teens or whatever. That could be kind of interesting. That was such a good show that HBO did. That might have been my favorite show HBO's ever done. Although Oz was good, The Wire was good. I never finished The Wire, but that was good every time I watched it.
Did you ever watch Six Feet Under?
Yeah, but I never finished it. It was good, and I got like burned out like third or fourth season, I think.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. That's good. Sopranos was good though. I was kind of disappointed in the last season though.
Well, anyways, a lot of people were disappointed by the way it ended, but it was kind of
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I kind of liked it. It was kind of different. It was kind of like
Well, it
leave it to
was at that
leave it to your
time.
imagination what happened
Yeah,
there.
yeah. At that time, for sure.
They even got the Sopranos soundtrack downstairs on CD.
That's
and the Sopranos.
that might be my father-in-law's favorite show ever.
Yeah.
So when we was having our house built here, we stayed with him for like 6 weeks, and he would watch it like religiously on replay on like HBO. I don't know what it was. One of the HBO stations where I'd play all the old shit.
Yeah.
But it would come on to like 7 o'clock every night, and he would be in his chair watching it every single night. I'm like, "You've seen this, right?" He's like, "Yeah, but I love it." It gives bowl of ice cream and watch The Sopranos every single night.
He's like Junior sitting there. He's like Junior in the chair.
That was his routine. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Like, I respect that.
I'm trying to think. I can't think of anyone I've probably watched more than that when it was on. I mean, I did watch True Blood when that was on.
See, I never did watch that one too much. I watched like the first season or two, but Shannon watched. She liked that one a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that watch True Bloods. Like I know people that watch it and they like it.
Once
I never watched
it. And Pac-Man started getting a little more freaky on there. It's like,
yeah. Hey, okay.
Yeah. But I want to watch. I got Showtime right now. I want to watch the Wu-Tang series they did. I haven't watched it yet though.
I ain't seen that one either.
Yeah.
I want to watch that one too. I forgot about that one.
Yeah. And my last week of probably binging before I go back to work. Watch some of these shows. Oh, little Zap, because he's dead too now.
That's old school here, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, this is old school. This is like
this is like roller skating music here.
Yeah.
Rolling around in a rink or somewhere, getting down.
Two places where you heard Zap at the roller skating rink or at the summer barbecue. The summer barbecue, you'd have it there too.
Yeah, I'd be like, ooh, what?
The next thing you know, the Soul Train line is going.
I know what you guys talking about.
Yeah, we're way above Hans' head here.
Hans didn't grow up at a time with the Soul Train line.
No, that's true. He's like, Soul Train, what?
The Soul Train wasn't even a syndication at the time. They had a little break before they brought it back with some more and more.
Soul Train.
Oh man, there'd be some Saturdays we was spending there watching the Soul Train, just waiting to see what people were wearing and what they were dancing, how they were doing it.
Coming down the line, everybody just be like at some wedding or something, just waiting.
It's like part of the youth at that time was being able to check out that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love that show back then, the kid.
Yeah, I watched it before though. Like,
But you watched the new one. You didn't watch the old school one with Don Cornelius.
Yeah, that's right.
Don Cornelius. They were about to board the Soul Train. It's a nice special guest, James Brown. You'd be like, oh shit, James Brown. Give him the good foot. I'm about to give him the good foot tonight. Tonight's guest, Run DMC. Aretha Franklin. Yeah,
Soul Train.
That was like the show. That was like, because then later it came out with like Solid Gold was kind of competing.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like, what about Solid Gold? Like Solid Gold. Like, yeah, that's just a knockoff. Yeah,
but Soul Train was kind of the answer for like the black artists to American Bandstand, because a lot of black artists weren't getting on American Bandstand, so not going to came on Soul Train.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
You want to see some old footage? Go back and look at the first time like Prince was on American Bandstand. He was like 18 or 19. Crazy. He was like a shy kid too.
Yeah.
But he rocked it.
Still to this day, I think he's easily one of the top 4 or 5 guitarists in music ever.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like I was watching the thing earlier. And Santana was on there, which he escapes my mind a lot of times. But like the person that introduced Santana coming on, he was on the talk show. It's like one of the best guitarists ever. Like
Yeah.
Santana gets underestimated in a lot of stuff too. He's an excellent guitarist.
Oh yeah. To me, he's like one of the top 5 easy. Also.
Yeah. And Eddie Van Halen's a really good guitarist.
Oh
too.
yeah, he's right there. He's right there too. Yeah.
Santana does like LSD and stuff like that. That's why he makes great music.
For who?
Santana.
Oh, yeah.
But to me, Prince is kind of, he doesn't ever get the recognition for the guitar. Like, he's a great performer, but nobody ever realizes he played the guitar as much as he did.
He's good at so many different things. Piano.
Oh yeah.
But like Jimi Hendrix, you have Jimi
good.
Hendrix out there too, and you have Jeff Healey as well. Like some really good talented guitarists. You have freaking Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
But no, Prince can do anything. I mean,
Good night.
You going and turn it in?
Yeah, I'm intoxicated.
Get some rest, man. Good luck with everything, brother.
Yeah, good luck, man.
All right, man. How do I end it? I'm confused right now.
You just gotta
too much 211.
Just hit your thing down at the bottom and leave studio.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, take care, man.
All right, it's good talking to you, brother. Good luck and everything. I'll talk to you soon.
See you, Hans.
Yep.
Have a good night.
See you, man.
Take care.
I got Tom Petty playing now.
You're talking about Prince. He came to concert here in Louisville not much before he died, and I kicked myself. So he was coming to like a small venue. It's called the Louisville Palace, which is like an old. It's beautiful venue downtown. And it only holds like 3,000 or 4,000 people.
Right.
And so he come to town. He was only going to play like a Thursday and Friday, but it sold out so fast that he hung around and played like I know he played like a Saturday and Sunday, but I'm thinking he played like double concerts on Saturday and Sunday. So he extended it because it sold out so fast, and I was like, man, I kick myself every day not going to see him play live, because it wasn't much longer after that when he passed away and died, and I was like, man.
Yeah, I've never seen him live now.
Right.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things you're like, God, and that place is so awesome to see concerts because it's so small, but the acoustics is just phenomenal. And everybody that actually got to go see it was like, man, that was like crazy good.
Yeah. I'm sure they had a blast for sure. And for all the shows that I've had friends that I've went to have always loved when he put on a performance.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's one of the great guitarist players that never gets recognition for the guitar.
Yeah, maybe like one of the top underrated guitar players.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I mean, you look at someone like Jimi Hendrix, you're like, well, Jimi Hendrix easily there at the top. One of the top guitar players out there, but people know him for the guitar. But
right.
Yeah, Prince kind of gets looked over a little bit there as well.
And of course, Jimi Hendrix, played like upside down, reverse hand or whatever.
Yeah, we did a Star Spangled Banner upside down too.
Yeah. So that in its own right, because he's playing kind of backwards, was great and great in its own right. But
yeah, Hendrix is like the golfer that can. Oh, I don't have my club. Well, use mine. Well, they're left-handed. All right, I'll use it. And he sticks over green.
Right. Like, all right, sure. Why not?
Hendrix is just that good for sure.
And you got Slash for
who's big,
one of the top ones. It's like there's so many good guitar players, but
yeah,
there's really just a handful that really stick out in your head. It's like, oh yeah, they're top notch.
Well, you also have Flea, like Red Hot Chili Peppers too.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah. Sweet Home Alabama now.
Turn it up.
My jukebox is all over the place, man.
I was gonna say that's a wide range there. I like it.
Yeah, I pick up everything. It's kind of like it's kind of like one of the things I saw back in the day for the youngsters, if anybody watches the youngster in TV, they used to actually play music videos.
Once upon a time.
And they'd have the things where they have celebrities in, like, and they would pick their top 5 songs, right? These are my top 10 videos. I do an hour clip or whatever it was. I remember like Dr. Dre did like Marilyn Manson on one of his, a couple other stuff, and it's kind of like people miss that. Like they say, "Why were we listening to this or that?" But Dre was like explaining Marilyn Manson. Really like you listen to the riffs and how it was put together because he was doing the Beautiful People was the song he had chose. And people miss. I mean, if you listen to somebody's music and you break it down, if you're really in tune to music, you pick up a lot of this stuff. It's like always like I tell people like a good song, you can tell a good song. It's like almost like your hair is rising up on your
yeah.
hand or your arm or whatever it was. It's like, when Aretha Franklin hits a note, it like you feel it, type thing. Versus if
right,
maybe a Fergie or something like that doing it, when they really hit something, you can just tell like the imposters from the ones that aren't really doing it. So
yeah, it's a whole nother level. It's like they're here and everybody else is just down here.
It's like I listen to CCR. It's like there's not a CCR song that's not a good song in my mind. Every CCR song sounds so solid.
Yeah, they're a good one for sure.
Yeah. I don't even know why I'm watching. I got like the world's deadliest. What you call them on my TV right now? The one with the world's deadliest cats.
We used to watch that years ago. I ain't seen it for a long time.
Yeah, I kind of got back into it a little bit watching it, but these guys go out here for like 5 or 6 months and they make like 100,000+. I mean, it's not easy work by any means. But
yeah, right. Well, okay, you work 5 months and you're off for till the next time you go.
AMC had a Jaws marathon on all day today. Right now it's showing Jaws 3 again. I'm like, well, that was in 3D when Jaws 3 came out. It's not the same when you can't see it in 3D, though. This looks kind of funny on the TV set. Oh, they had a big UFC fight tonight. I forgot about that. Cormier was fighting.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about it, too.
No. I'll probably drift off the bed here in a little bit.
Yeah, same here, I guess.
Like, I think the kind of cool thing here, it actually tracks your time on here a lot easier. So it's showing like 3 hours, like a bit, 3.5 hours almost. But with the Google Hangouts, I didn't even know how long we were on sometimes. But this one keeps it right in front of you nicely.
Yeah. That doesn't seem like it's been that long, though.
Yeah.
Went by quick.
Thanks for hanging out, though. It was cool Saturday night. There wasn't much else really happening, so I figured throw up a stream. And
now I'm glad you did.
Stuff. Yeah.
I was kind of bored, and I was like, I want a beer. I'm going to drink a beer.
Just throw this up and beat you in NBA 2K. So,
well, get your hand healthy. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, it's coming back. Right now. It's coming back. Well, cool, brother. Well, you say you got anything to do tomorrow, or?
Nope, I'm free all day. I'm not doing anything. Just kind of kick back and relax.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of kick back, do some stuff there, and I'm gonna do some stuff here around the house. And one of my other groups, they actually sent me a get well package, which is nice of them out of Illinois. To get well and stuff. They sent me like one of the puzzle books where you can find the words or whatever, because they knew I'd be like needing to buy time doing stuff. And then they also sent me like a bunch of lottery tickets, so I'm going to see if I want anything there. I can.
Oh, cool! There you go.
That was nice. I totally didn't expect it. So
nice.
It was nice. It was nice for me to do that. So
that's cool. So you go back Monday then? Back to work on Monday?
Probably next Monday. I sent my email to my managers this afternoon. Well, yesterday afternoon, because that was the next day. About coming back like the following Monday, just because.
Oh, okay.
I can't fully type still with both hands yet.
Right.
But the way it's progressing, it seems like I should be by next week and stuff. So.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
My doctor filled everything out. He's like, out till October, and I'm like, well, I don't need that much time. Like people would call me up, like, you gonna be out till October? I'm like, no, I don't think I'll be out till October. I'll be back before then,
But who knows? We'll see.
yeah.
Enjoy semi-retirement while you can.
I've got like people already looking for me. I'm sure, like trying to get their fixed stuff and everything. So
Right. Yeah. Of course.
But yeah, so I'll probably got another week that I'll be here before I go back to work. But it's funny.
That's cool.
I ordered like a new desk to put together because the desk I'm using right now is kind of falling apart. And I ordered a new office chair, but I can't put either together because I can't lift it up right now with the hand.
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting to get so I can do that stuff, get it all put together. But yeah. Oh, now I got Thunderstruck Live, AC/DC. Yeah. That's like the last song I need to listen to right now because that gets me hyped up before it's time to go to bed.
Yeah, no kidding. Get the blood flowing.
Yeah. All right, brother. Well, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for the invite.
Shut it down. I don't know what happened to Jay. He was going to try to jump in. He sent me an email. I sent him an email back and didn't. I don't know if he had an issue trying to jump in or not, but
yeah, who knows?
Yeah, it's a JB, but everything else all good. Well, all right, brother. Well, I will catch up, but I'll probably be around tomorrow. So I might try to play tomorrow if I can a little bit. I'm thinking that because that might help even some of the dexterity of the hand as well. If I can do
that's true.
like that.
That's true. Yeah, give me a holler.
Yeah, I'll give you a holler. See if you might be
I'll be around. Yep.
All right,
no plans.
Brother. Enjoy that jerky, my friend.
Will do. Appreciate it.
Man. Thanks, man. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Nice to see you. Thanks, everybody.
Talk to you later.
Later.